Hello, gents. Can already see that it's lagging like a bitch. 2 seconds, I'll sort that as quick as I can. Just going to drop the bitrate significantly. Oh, I can't do that once I'm live. Fantastic. We're off to a blinder then. Should just be... yeah, it'll be taking a while to catch up to speed. How's everyone doing? Sorry that that's doing that. I've got this screen now. Yeah, well, I mean, this one's fine, so... don't know why it's doing that, but how you all doing? Welcome to the early birds. We've got a pretty big game today. Just make sure everything's working on this side as well, that there's no audio issues. How you doing, man? 1-0 Scotland that's a pretty bold prediction, to be fair, Chief, but I'm more of a realist. I think a draw. I think it's going to be very similar to the Georgia-Norway game, although I don't think it's going to be 1-1. I think it'd be like 2-1 if that's how it goes. Flash is in Discord as well, by the way, but I'm just trying to sort out all the issues that I'm dealing with here. It's very frustrating because a lot of this pre-stream I've been trying to fix this screen for lagging as bad as it does, but it just refuses to do so, so I'm going to delete some aspect things on this, see if that works. My apologies, this may take some time, but we'll go back to this one for now. Yeah. But we'll get you the rundown of the lineups. I suppose it won't be too much of a surprise to any if I say that we're playing with the 5 at the back again. Although, to be fair, admittedly, last time they got the job done, 3-0 against Cyprus, although admittedly it's a much different task today, and I'll show you why in a second. But our lineup's pretty straightforward and goes as follows. It's Angus Gunn, and then you've got Tierney, Hanley and Porteous. You've got Hickey, McTominay, McGregor and McGinn in midfield, as well as Robertson, although technically, like I said, they're playing as part of that 5 at the back system. And then you've got Christie playing as like your anchor forward, and then Lyndon Dykes as your kind of advanced forward. So it's a pretty good lineup from us. I'm not going to like say it's bad or anything. However, Spain's lineup, very good, very pog from them, to be fair. Obviously, I was speaking a lot about Pedro Porro. I think he's one of the best right backs, like, not in the world, but up there, you know what I mean? He's definitely high quality, but their other lineups goes forward. They got Kepa Arrizabalaga, Gaia, Martinez, Garcia, Rodri, Marino, Oyarzabal, Ceballos, Pino, and Yosuru. So they've got a good side, and as well as that, their benches are stacked out in comparison to ours. They've obviously got players like Gavi and obviously Laporte, Morata. they have options that they can bring on, but we'll leave the lineups once Google stops lagging. Everything's lagging today. We're off to a flyer. But yeah, everything should be good and going. But I'll bring a flash into this now. I should be able to unmute myself and unmute flash. How are you doing?
I'm alright.
This is definitely going to be more a chilled stream today. Everything still seems to be chopping and changing and lagging. I don't like that at all. Like I said, I'll just kind of go to and from them and fix them when I can. Not a class lineup. Oh, not a class lineup. You think it's a lineup that's not going to do the job? I mean, Spain definitely have key players in that. I mean, I'm going to presume you're not one for La Liga, mate, but they do have a couple of players in there that are definitely capable of causing us problems. Like I said, Rodri is a standalone shout right out the gate, you know what I mean? Like, the guy's an absolute baller, so he's the one that we'll need to look out for realistically. But like I said, that entire right hand side, they've got good players going up the left as well in Gaia, so they're going to need to.
If we win, I'll be shocked, but if we get a draw, I'll be buzzing.
Yeah, I mean, my prediction, I think it's going to be like a 2-2 draw, because I think we will score. Spain aren't defensively as sound as they've always been portrayed to be. It's kind of obvious. It's their kind of weak point. But
they've not even got like their strongest 11 out either. At least it doesn't look like it.
So in my head, it's more of a case of, can we get over the line? Can we force problems? And more or less, are Spain going to play the way that they did obviously last time out? Because again, they didn't outperform Norway, let's say, but they were definitely kind of the way we were against Cyprus. They were more or less just trying to tee themselves up for the bigger match ahead. Obviously, with Georgia drawn with Norway later on, for those that haven't seen, that was the result in that group. In fact, if you go into this one, I believe, yeah, that's the table before kick-off. So there's definitely points at play. There's definitely points for us to go after and chase down. So we definitely.
They're not wearing the 150th anniversary kit today, which is a shame.
But it's probably because it will clash with Spain's kit. Sorry, boys, still trying to deal with all of this. It doesn't lag too bad, but it's still quite.
What about now?
Oh no, I'm just keeping an eye on the one at the side now because I'm still trying to fix stuff on Streamlabs.
Alright, on Streamlabs, got you.
We'll remove that one. Right, hopefully that'll pick up one or two things. Sorry about that. We'll stick on that screen now because again, kickoff starts in like 2 or 3 minutes. I love how I drop my bitrate and the stream quality. It starts freezing more for some reason. It's insane. But yeah, it should be good. I can't show the game for copyright reasons, Chief. But obviously, I don't think it'll be too hard to find. It's on Viaplay if you're looking for where the game's at though. But the anthems are being rung out as we speak. I'll need to open up this one so I can see this screen. There we go.
You can't show the game login because, like you said, for copyright. His channel will get banned if he shows the game.
Yeah, unfortunately that's how it works, I'm sorry to say.
His
Although,
channel
yeah,
would either get banned or you'd need to pay like a fine of $2,000.
you're more than welcome to stick around and see if the scoreline goes up or not. If you can't find our source, you're more than welcome to come back, Chief, but obviously we're not going to force that on you. But we're very close to kick off. Anthem's in full swing, so we'll love to see that. Well, there you go. Des has made it clear for you down there. Still love how you've kept my name as well, though. But definitely a more relaxed stream today. Especially since my stream wants to fail me at every aspect. I literally sat for like an hour before this trying to get it all to work. Just for it to fail. What's your prediction? I think 2-2 will be the score. I think Spain definitely have goals in this game and they can certainly force a hand, but it's more or less a case of are they going to be the best versions of themselves? Because obviously Scotland will come out and throw everything at it. We're at home, so it's literally going to be like a fucking Thunderdome scenario. But Spain are pretty good at just counteracting those types of teams and getting across the line. Every single conceivable fucking thing is lagging for me. Even Google is failing me now. That should fix that. That should fix that. I can't delete much more than I already have in the scenes. I'll just remove that. Yay. That might fix some things. Minus 1-0 Scotland. Who do you think is going to score it though? That's the question. Because we do have like very good like opportunities to make like chances in this game. Because I mean, even in Norway they weren't great, but they did make 1 or 2 opportunities that could have caught Spain out. We just do that, except take them. I don't want it to be like last game. If this is going to be like a victory, we're going to need to come out of the gates. It can't be the game like against Cyprus where we get to like the 88th minute before we get the second. If we're really going to press, we have to do it in the first like 30 minutes. But there's every opportunity that we can get something for this game as long as we just kind of keep ourselves focused. Don't do anything that's unnecessarily stupid. But Oyarzabal and all that, they're playing as a more or less like inside kind of like wingers, if you would call it that, because obviously we don't have any wingers in our team. Odds will draw 33%. Oh.
Start in support of Joselu.
Can't have that audio in the stream. Just muted that quickly as I could. But yeah, everything should be fine and underway. We'll give this a refresh because again Google just seems to love taking its sweet time. There we go. But we're officially underway. McTominay's going to have to play it back straight to Hickey.
Again, Super Jam again.
Oh yeah, you've got the advantage of having audio, don't you?
No, I was just saying that myself.
Nearly got
he stepped up the last time.
I did nearly get copyrighted there. It fell under the 7-second rule, so we're fine, but my stream is just letting me down, man. It is actually fucking pissing me off how it's doing this.
What, Streamlabs is, or...?
yeah, Streamlabs has just decided, fuck you, and everything. Like, I lowered the bitrate, I've done everything I could to make this run, and it's just like, nah, bro. Like, I had it at 4,500 bits, and it wasn't lagging even slightly in some scenes, and now it's like lagging on every conceivable screen by a significant amount. I'm just going to need to put performance mode on and hope.
Did you used to use OBS or was it always Streamlabs?
It was always Streamlabs. But, yeah, I need to kind of focus up on the game, don't I? But we shut. Oh, straight away, Scotland have an early crack at it off of I think the inside of Christie there. So Scotland are coming out of the gate with a bit of early force. Interesting. It's going to be played back towards Robertson. McTominay's going to step through, and there's already an early chance in the game. We could have made it work. We really could have, though. Super start. Hickey's got it out wide. He's going to play it back across. That's interesting. Decent ball across from Hanley. He's going to just get up towards Porteous. Obviously, that same back three as usual always makes things interesting, but you know, there's always opportunities for Spain to just poke through that line. That's probably what they'll look to do for a majority of this game. I'm not sure if my stream's froze or what. But it does look like it's lagging a lot, which is really fucking irritating.
Yeah, loads of people try to get it. Mine is still on today's Zoom.
Scotland's on the ball. Yeah, no, we haven't started terribly, admittedly. We've just, again, because I've got other problems that I'm trying to deal with on the side right now, it's kind of making it difficult. I'll have this fixed for the next for the next Celtic game, definitely, but it's really starting to go on my tits how often this is happening. So we just kind of need to keep them occupied and pressed. Scotland are going to come forward. Doesn't really go anywhere, and Spain will quick counter and punt it up, but game doesn't lead to too much. It's out for a goal kick. There we go. Not bad. He's not the most Spanish looking coach in the world, I'll say that much, you know what I mean? But we just keep ourselves pressed and do what's necessary. We should be fine. It's going to be played out from Angus Gunn, though. When he decides to step forward, there we go. Nicely played out wide towards Tierney, and it's just quickly squared back. Angus Gunn just tries to pop it forward, doesn't really go anywhere with it though, it's just deflected up. Oh, that could bounce anywhere and almost does for us, but Spain gather it and start playing around the back. This is where things can get interesting for them. Martinez. Just a simple ball back across, sorry. Oh, could go somewhere with that Spain. They go down the left, or right hand side I should say. Yeah, same issue as last time, plus. Everything's just went way too slow for it to actually be funny anymore. But Scotland will try and play it back across towards Tierney. Quick ball out towards Robertson. What's his options? I was joking when I said my last stream would be the most scuffed stream I've ever done all time. I think this one's easily going to fucking break it because it's actually angering me. I might end this at half time and reboot it for the second half because it's really getting on my tits. You're just going to put up with drop frames.
Do you know what gets on my tits?
Hmm.
When Viaplay can't handle more than like 1,000 users when it comes to a big game.
I don't know. Seems to be oh, Spain nearly got caught out there from Robertson's long ball. Scotland do actually keep the press
Oh, go on.
engaged. Oh,
Shoot!
ends up deflecting back.
McTominay, shoot!
Oh, I think you're at a different part of the game than me again.
Yeah! Mate! Oh! Okay, sorry. Sorry if that just spoiled anything there.
I'm not sure. I generally don't know. But ball's
Is
played forward.
Is it that laggy for you?
Spain have fucked it again. It's going to be awkward. Played back across. Scott McTominay! Oh my fucking god! We do actually lead early in the game.
I told you! It's 1-0!
What the fuck? Yeah, on
No!
the Discord it's like 2.5 minutes. But yeah, right. Okay, fuck that. I'm closing the stream.
Yeah.
God damn, we're 1-0 to the good. What a fucking start for Scotland, by the way. Early pressure, and like I said, we were going to have to do it in one way. We were going to have to come out for the back, high press them, and cause problems. And cause problems we goddamn did. Superb, man. And inside 7 minutes, the captain Robertson squares a beautiful ball across towards Scott McTominay. And we're leading just like that. Very simple, very straightforward. No problems at all. Very nice. Oh, that is absolutely pristine. That is a classic Scottish goal. Just abusing every strength that we've got to get that in. And McTominay has basically got a hat-trick inside like 30 minutes of playing for Scotland over the course of this international break. But what a start to the game that is for us. Oh my god. Genuinely baffled at that. I don't know how to react. I was like joking when I was like, aye, you know what, Scotland will come out of the gates do it. But they've literally done just that. This is the polar opposite of Cyprus. They're pressing in 5s and 6s. They're not able to close us down more than half the time. And Spain are being forced to play around their own back four, which is like the least comfortable spot of their team, but they do get that into midfield here, go forward. Little dink over the top, and there is a good move on here for Spain. It's deflected, but Robertson gets in the way of it. I'm not sure if it's a goal kick or a corner. I think it's a goal kick. It is. Not too bad, not too bad, not too bad at all. Happy with that. Again, Spain are trying to do all the initial index presses. They're trying to be like... They're trying to make it move, but... Very surprising. Again, it's showing that McTominay goal. It's just the deflection off the back. I think I'm not sure if that's Martinez, but they're number 6, and it just takes it away for the goalkeeper. Plops in, and we could be the biggest upset of the weekend, hands down. Well, I mean, Kazakhstan's win against Denmark is like probably arguably the win of the week. To be fair, did you see that game, Flash? Oh, Porteous gets it in behind. Ball stolen. Christie's forward. He's got the chance to play it in behind. They should have done that way earlier. He does eventually do so, and I think he's going to be pulled back for offside. But that's the intent that we need. It's the intent that we had to start with. I'm glad we've done just that. Here comes Spain, though. Here's where things can get interesting, especially for Spain, because their biggest strength realistically relies on their quick counters. That is 90% of their goal sources at the best of times. So don't expect Spain to just wither away. That's the one thing I will say. Like, if we're going to do this, we're going to have to come out and fucking force, and just basically force issues every single time. It's going to be a case of who burns out first, realistically. That's what it feels like. Oh, that should be a foul on the back of Hanley. It is. Yep, your solo has already been 1-1. So, oh well, I mean, I suppose in national football is 3 warnings and then you're booked into it, but the Scotland fans are just utterly vibing. I did not. I genuinely, I'm baffled. Like I would like. I'd like to sit here and say that I'm surprised or like, holy shit, what the fuck? But Spain just genuinely haven't came out and done anything of what they were supposed to do. It's weird. Like very weird. It's going to bounce around a little bit inside the final third for us. We could have stole the ball back there, but Dykes wasn't quick enough. Played back towards the goalkeeper is just going to say fuck that, punts it out, bounces down, and that's what I like about Dykes. He throws his body in the way, tries to force the issue. Can't find the way down, and it's Spain that's on the quick counter now. Good ball in behind, and it's, well, it would have been offside if he'd let it go through, but it's instead deflected off a blue shirt and back towards the red. Another good press from Spain. They get it in towards the box, but are forced out wide. What's he going to do with it? Please do not. He swings it in, headed, but doesn't make any contact, and it's just kind of cleared away in the end by John McGinn. Make sure that there's no any extra issues or problems. We'll love to see it, but Spain do have a throw in, basically just right outside our box. And they opt for the quick throw back, I think, the guy up. And turn is played back to Martinez and it goes forward. The 12th minute, Chief. Ball's dinked over the top, but it's not really going to... Although, I was going to say that, but this... Well, as the ball's run right onto it, he's going to try and play it across, goes back instead towards Merino. Oh, and that nearly worked out for them, by the way. A good ball in behind for Oyarzabal to chase, but... Thankfully, Ceballos couldn't really do much with it. We stave ourselves out a little bit.
Go. Sorry about that. I was sorting like stuff out and talking to my dad. I've got a stable stream now.
Oh, I just closed it.
Well, it's easy for you to open. I had to close it and then reopen it.
Well, what minute and second do you do? Because I'm in my head.
12, 46, 47.
Okay, well, that's about the same. I'm about like 5 seconds ahead, but that's...
Okay. Yeah,
that's nothing. Yeah, that is literally nothing.
Yeah, just stick with what you've got since Streamlabs has been like a pain, yes.
Yeah, but then I open up that and it's on 12 minute 41, 42, 43. Is there a delayed Discord streams as well?
I think so.
Ah, that would explain it then. Also explain why it looks like some like 140p. Oh. There's a little bit of a buffer though, so you should be fine. We'll probably be around the same kind of mark. But Spain do have it from the back. What's their initial press choice? They're going to go down the right hand side for what seems like they're... Well, actually, probably their second time this game, actually. They've been more or less focused on trying to abuse the left flank, but I think they've realised Porteous isn't exactly an easy man to kind of pin balls in behind. Although, as you would expect, since Scotland scored the goal, we've just kind of slowly started to rescind back towards our defence. Good ball over the top, it's headed away from Hickey, taken down from McGinn. What's the move? Spins on it beautifully, plays the ball in behind, and all of a sudden, there's a lot of space opening up for fucking Scotland. We could be in for two here. Please take the shot for fuck's sake, he does, and it's just past the post!
Oh, Ryan Christie just past the post.
Oh, you motherfucker.
He also could have played that in, I feel like.
He just tried to like toe poke it between the gap, trying to find it, but Spain have... I think they've woken up a sleeping giant a wee bit here. Scotland are playing out their fucking skin.
These two Spain centre-backs are panicking.
I don't think they were expecting a high press, considering the fact that there's only technically 3 entire forwards. Spain do play the ball into mid and it's deflects, doesn't really go anywhere. I've just seen that comment come through with his. That tells you everything you need to know. Ball over the top, though. Do not fucking do it to me. Not after just missing a good chance like that. Porteous throws himself in the way and gets dragged down, buys the foul. That's what we like to see in here. Things are working out a little bit better for us now. We just need to make sure that there's no bullshit that happens. Because again, we've made like 2 actually really good chances inside the opening 15 minutes, and I was sitting here thinking that we were going to have very limited chances, full stop. So to say I'm surprised by this like opening stage of the game is an understatement. I think would be the best way to put it. There's still a lot to play for Scotland, that's admittedly one thing I will say. Because all Spain really need is one good chance in behind, and that cuts all the momentum that we've basically tried so hard to keep. Everyone's frozen again, bear with me a second. That should fix that. We've just came back and there's a goal kick from Angus Gunn. Where's that going to go? Headed away from the captain. And eventually just gathered back at the foray for Spain to try and gather and go again. It'll be interesting to see how they do it.
Do you want us to start?
Cool.
Super
Good
John
pick. Hold
McGuinness.
on a minute. Aye, McTominay's done really well there. But he's done well. He played it up and bought the foul, but they're going to bring that back. I thought we had a chance to break away there. Oof. Aye, Spain definitely are in the mud. I'm
John
surprised.
Scotland goals are only like three goals or something, 3 or 4 goals behind Ali McCoist.
And he's a centre fucking mid. Well, Tierney's got it from well, I think just inside the halfway line. That's what it's like where the foul was. Yeah. We do have big men to aim for. That's the one good thing about Scotland's setup. Question is, where's it going to go? Kieran Tierney opts to go diagonally across right. It's going to bounce.
What do we think about Scotland's new goalie? You mean our sub goalie to Craig Gordon, but he's in goal now because Gordon's injured? Angus Gunn.
He's not conceded yet, right. So. Well, I mean, he's not conceded.
He was a bit panicky in the first game, but other than that, I've not really seen like much effort at goals for like at his goal for him to like do any effort. So
yeah, that's why I thought Spain were going to be like the tester of testers. You know what I mean? Because I thought they'd be peppering shots every like 5-6 seconds essentially, but
like Cyprus just when they had like a couple of shots, it was just like straight at gun. Apart from obviously the slip, which made mine and Kakazian's heart in our fucking mouth drop.
But then obviously they didn't really face a shot on target that game either, so it's kind of hard to be like. Eh.
Yeah, that's what I was also saying before, mate. So unless like Spain gets shots in, then we can't really judge them based on international performances.
But based on how the opening 20 minutes have gone so far, it's kind of hard to say that.
But if you told me Craig Gordon was fully fit, I would go with Big Craig all day long.
Well, Spain do manage to gather it back. I thought that rolled out for a throw-in, quite honestly, but my eyes deceive me apparently. It's going to be played back across. They're going up the right-hand side again. Like, they've tried this almost every time, and every time they've been cut out. Played in behind, I think, towards Moreno. Good take from Pina. Really good take from Pina. Actually gets it really well under control to knock it in towards the box. It's going to deflect out wide, and there's going to be time for Gaia to take a touch and swing. Does take a touch and swing, and it's straight towards, and like we were just talking about with Angus Gunn needing to prove a point with good saves, gets his body in front of that and takes it down, holds it. Spain have the first real threat of the game coming from a really good ball, I might add. Well cleared away initially by Porteous, but it's swung back in, I think, by Moreno towards... Shit, my brains just went blank. Pina, I'm sure. Good header across it, it doesn't quite go anywhere. ball scrambled back towards Porteous, and this is, yeah, we're starting to look a tad panicky there because we're just giving the ball away in a stupid area. But I like what I'm seeing. I very much am content with what I'm seeing so far. Scuff stream, yeah. I feel it. Oh, Porteous is just threw his body in the way of that. The referee waves play on. Spain do win it back, but it's an awkward pass, so Scotland will have time to shape their bodies to go again. I don't think this would be the type of game for not too many shots to come in, but apparently it is, so. Here we go, goes out towards the right. Spain have it in our final third. What are they going to do? Play back to the number 4. Good pass in towards their captain. What are they going to do with it? Don't like that. But Scotland managed to stab it clear. Good tackle from McGregor. Played back towards McTominay, and Angus Gunn says, fuck you, fuck the ball, and fuck everything else. Just punts it. Doesn't find Lyndon Dykes, but the pressure's definitely on for Scotland. McGinn does so well to steal in front of Marino there. I think that was Ceballos actually, but I don't know Spain's shot numbers, so it's kind of hard. Oh, good intent from Spain there, but I think he's given away a foul as well. Yeah, just a wee bit too much on it from Guy. Welcome to anyone new that's in my stream, if you all know. I apologise, this is not how the quality of these streams usually go. I'll try my best to fix all the lag at half time so that it's a wee bit more bearable to watch, but I do apologise. Hickey has won it back though. He's going to play it back towards Gunn, who's took a touch and then swung at a fucking bell top. And then he has the audacity to question his defence, like his defence did the one smart thing there. Oh wow, that would be some fucking scene to be fair, if they'll just burst into song in the middle of the game. Oh, ball across from Spain though, as I say that, it really did get awkward there, and we're starting to get our backline stretched a wee bit. Back out wide towards their right back, and there's another good header. It's off the bar. Fucking hell. Case in point, we really need to close those crosses down now, but it's one back by John McGinn, and quickly we break this time. What's McGinn going to do? Holds it up at the halfway line, tries to be way too clever with it, gets caught out, and Spain have more bodies back than we do, so they're going to be able to gather the ball and go again, but Jesus Christ. Spain were close there. Borrow. Gets his heels
my God, they
snatched
just hit the ball.
Yeah, you are a few seconds behind, aren't you?
Go on, McGinn. Help him. Give him options. Oh, you should have just gave it back there, man. Big man.
Good intent for the... It's good intent for the breakout, but again, when it's coming from Spanish chances, that's the concern. Like, cut that shit out at source so that there's no, you know, lingering drama, as they say. Christie's just having words with the referee, you know. Spain will take their throw in back towards Porro. Martinez, he'll throw it forward. Caught out again by Hickey. He's doing well to stab in front of Rizabel every single time. Squared long. Dykes does win the initial header, but I don't think McGinn was expecting that to bounce back towards him. Gets away with it there slightly. Good breakout play. Spain could do something with this. Do something they might. They've still got it, although Scotland are really doing work to put bodies back, and case in point, two of them are there to cut out the right winger. Oh, Pina's trying to buy a foul and Robertson's screaming at the referee like, get a grip. That's piss poor for Porro. You really didn't get tackled that hard, lad, on your feet. Oh, he's trying to claim he got hit in the head. Fucking hell, get a grip, you sad little midget. Meant to be one of the best right backs in the world and you fought with the ground on contact. You can VAR it if you want, ref, it's not going to matter or anything, because he'll get booked for simulation, the wee prick. What did Robertson do that was really wrong there? He stood his guard, that is fucking pathetic. He's still down, oh my god. Oh, for fuck's sake, yeah. Man stands his ground. He runs into his shoulder, flies to the ground at Mach 10. I was just showing that fucking Hosselu header again, man. That is way closer than I would have liked. But we do survive the initial scare. I mean, we're doing okay, you know what I mean? Like, we're heading just, what is it, 26:40 right now, so...
Is it going to take about 20 minutes to get up? Holy shit.
Yeah, it's acting like he got hit, but he got hit by himself. So he books Robertson. Why? And he doesn't book Porro for fucking falling to the ground? I swear to fucking God, man. Oh, Joyboy, thank you very much for the sub, man. Appreciate it. Do apologise again for the awful stream quality, but that should have updated this. Let me get a wee refresh to see. Because to be fair, Google has crashed and burned. There we go. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate it. Oh, I've just turned to see Spain have it inside a fucking 6-yard box. Please, God, no. I think it's been cleared away. Thank for a goal kick off the back of Hanley and also his scuffle. Robertson's trying to calm his boys down, but I think he's trying to calm himself down first. They've got a set piece chance. Ceballos and Oyarzabal on there. It's going to be Oyarzabal to take it. I don't like how high pressured they've been. Oh, sub count's just dropped again, big pog. Oh, there's a header over the top of the net. That could have gone anywhere. So what I was saying about Spain. Yeah, arguably even better than the actual chance to hit the ball. Could have gone anywhere from Rodri, but it just doesn't fall in, fortunately for us. Cleared out from the back, it's going to just bounce awkwardly, yeah. This is where Scotland could press, now we don't opt to. Yeah. The opening 15 minutes seems to have been as good as it's gotten for us, because now we're just giving the ball away stupidly, and there's another 50-50 that bounces back to them. Spain come forward again, it's going to bounce around the place, shot from range, and Angus Gunn has to tip it over the bar. And inside about 4 minutes, Spain have like quadrupled their pressure. Gunn does stand very much firm, thankfully for us, because that was a really good shot. It was dipping just underneath the bar. Could have gone anywhere. Well, we still have a corner kick to deal with as the half an hour mark, just to, well, as it approaches, but it'll be a little bit ahead for you fellas, I'd imagine. Deflects around, there's the shot, and it's just over the top of the, oh, really good shot, actually, just over the top of the crossbar. Pina really could have made more of that, but unable to keep it down, which is the saving grace of the scenario, I suppose. But we just need to do what we did in the opening, 10-15 minutes. Just start putting bodies in the way and trying to throw bodies forward when there's quick counters on, because every time we've tried to break in the last 5 or 10 minutes, they're just over encumbering us. They're putting triangles on us in every which way. Their manager looks raging. Headed on. Doesn't quite make it to a Scotland shot, although, again, very good pressure from Christie to try and make it happen. Some good play between Porro and the right hand side of that midfield. What are they going to do now? They're going to go back. Martinez. Yeah, it's like they're testing the waters with the inside passes, trying to make it work. Good play though. Are they going to switch it or not? Oh, I don't think they do though. And Indigo just has to square up. What's he going to do? Plays out right. Borrow again. There's a really good ball in behind that could have gone anywhere. Just watch the McTominay goal versus Spain. Yes. It was a pretty weird effort, wasn't it? Considering it was deflected, but I'm not going to complain in the slightest. Although again, Spain do win the ball back after a good initial clearance from us, although McGinn keeps the pressure well and truly alive, and of course they hit the ground and start rolling about like they've been crippled again. At the very least the referee's wagging his finger this time as if to say, get up. I don't think Spain were expecting the physical side of the game to come first the way it has, but so far it's worked. Granted, we've had a lot of luck on our side in the, well, pretty much since our goal realistically. Even with the goal it was quite lucky, so... It's played out wide, Ceballos has got a good chance, he plays it in, it's awkward, there's pushing and shoving, still a lot of pushing and shoving, and it's eventually filled and given away. Spent most of the possession. Yeah, I mean, Spain were obviously going to have more possession than us. Like, if anyone was expecting Scotland to walk away with like 65% of the ball, they're tripping. But I'm surprised at how quick the fall off was, you know what I mean? Like, for the first 15 minutes, we were utterly on top, dominant, like, not a single thing to complain about, and then we just started slowly retreating. Well, Spain are forced to play it back to Kepa, but... And this is where Scotland can do the work, because whenever Spain have it at the back, it's the high press that we engage. That's how we're trying to win this game. And there's another chance for it to do so. It's eventually just punted clear. Headed up by Hickey, but still awkward. Takes it down, tries to get away from Oyarzabal. Some good pressure. That should be a foul on Hickey, and it is. So it'll be pulled up. I like that. Very nice. Just need to keep it flowing, and we should be good. Just realised there's like chat above the... Where is the... Fix that, there we go. Everything should be fine. I've just turned around, there's another guy in the deck. What happened this time? Dyke's in the air. Oh, actually, yeah, to be fair, that's an elbow. That's a Celtic cross, basically. Straight to the school. That's more a yellow card than Robertson's challenge. The difference is, since that guy's a fucking defender, he takes it in the chin and gets on his feet after like a minute. Fair play, Garcia, love. You've earned that. You've earned that. You'll have to see that. Good stuff. Just a word of warning and then we'll be able to go again. And again, Spain start out for the back. That could be their downfall because, again, it's their defence that always seems to crumble around the rest of them. And there's a good pressing chance, actually. It's... Oh my god, please win that back. He does try and win it back, please. Off the tackle, it's gotten back towards Robertson. Good ball in behind. There's a lot of bodies from Scotland in the box. Please cross that now. Does cross it, but it's... Not going to find a body in blue, although Hickey will keep the pressure on her eyes about. Some good spinning around between Marino and Ceballos to get it away. Good play. Scotland have won it back. McTominay still fighting, still fighting, still fighting. Pops it into space. And Spain force it clear. Corner kick. That is very much good. McTominay has been a major key in how this is working for us so far. Lovely pop in behind to try and find Christie, but it just doesn't quite roll his way. And again, we'll have a chance from the set piece to be able to try and do something. I hope we get a second before half time, because I feel like we're going to need it if we're going to take in for this game. Referee's pulling players to the side once again. What's happening? Can you fucking hurry up and get the football going again? Oh, what the fuck? Tierney's just been floored. Interesting. And again, fucking hell, man. Very confused by this play. And again, I think it's just been cleared over the ball by a Spanish defender. Tierney's screaming for a lockout because he was definitely push and pulled a lot there. According to McGinn, they're chatting shit as well, and they're still fucking going. They're still like pushing. They're trying to rile us up. They've realised the physicality's their best play, pissed them off, so they can make red card offences. That's a good cross in. Kepa had to clear it off the line, basically. Bounces around, McGinn gets it, good feet to try and keep it on. Still has it, he's floored, absolutely fucking wiped out there. The referee says advantage. Ball in, bounces around, there's another push in the box, and the foul is given against Spain. So we get fouled about 7 times in that fucking sequence. Not a fucking drop for the referee. They fall over, instant foul. Interesting. Spain break out though. They'll have a chance to try and put something on the line and try and force it. Don't really see them doing much with it, to be fair, as they try and kind of break out here. They're just kind of playing it around the back line right now. Not doing too much, but I think they're trying to obviously just wait their time and buy their chance. I don't get it either, mate. I do not get it either. Should have been a steadfast fucking, at least a review maybe, but the fact that that's a foul was kind of... Rodrigo. Well, I respect that if he likes to try and cut it out, but... Poro. Good play between him and Pina, to be fair. Good play back, and they're just trying to open up space. Tierney's done that to another pen. Well, I don't know if it's a... Oh, of course I know. I remember your links. How you doing, Chief? It's been a while, but it's good to see you back, man. I do apologise, because this stream in terms of quality is god awful, but my internet's playing up now for some reason, so... Oh, really good for Tierney to win that on the inside as well. Spain are trying their best, admittedly, to try and force any hand whatsoever, but... Good initial pressure, bounces around a little bit, and it's in towards. There's a... Oh, fuck me. Well, Spain have gone down. Oh, you're kidding me, they're actually going to try this shit, ain't they? They're really trying. How you doing, Darko? Not sure if you're on the face or not, but it's nice to see you do it. Well, it's a dive and a half. Yeah, Hanley did nothing wrong. They'll have to go and VAR that and it won't be given. Well, you're more than welcome to linger around in the stream. Admittedly, the quality is a bit shit, but I'll do my best to deliver. Flash is here as well, but he's a little unwell, so he's a wee bit quiet now. Clock's just having a little tactic talk with these boys. Ah, well, so far. Oh, that's the way I'm looking at it, man. 1-0 to the good. If we get into half time, still have that advantage, then it's all down to Spain to come out and put the pressure on. So if we want to go with, 8 at the back, we could, but I don't want to see that. I would rather see us, defend home court with a bit of courage rather than just going a lockout and play for the draw. It would be a bit sad. Although, again, I would take a draw, because like I said, it's all about picking up points in the early games. There's some awkward playing around there, but Spain do manage to shrug it off and forward they come. It's been a lot more back and forth over the last 15 minutes, a lot more even between the two, both sides making really good chances, but neither really getting into that space to put it away. But again, so far, so good, no complaints. Although as soon as I say that, ball out wide, Spain have a cross deflected off of Hickey, bounces around, Dykes gets floored, the referee finally points the other way for once. Really surprised Ceballos didn't hit the deck and try and grab his knee or some shit. I imagine a fair few people would be Celtic fans, a lot of people working I'd imagine would be as well. But like I said, this is bonus content, because I think the last time you were here, Lynx, I was telling you that 500, this was bonus content, I'd be doing these 2 streams, so... Yeah, as you can see we hit that goal right down there. We're pushing up towards 1,000, that's like the goal by the end of the year, but... Obviously I've had my heart broken over the last stream because I've had people subbing and unsub immediately, it's kind of sad. But then again, you learn, don't you? You learn. Yeah, 15 viewers is alright, mate. I'm not, like I said, it's all bonus content anyway. I wasn't even meant to do these streams last month, so like I said, I don't mind the fact that even 2 people pop in is good enough for me. Although Spain will, what? It's a goal kick, fucking well played, Hickey. Spain are starting to ease off the gas a little bit. They're not trying to exert full force when they're trying to break in behind our line. But a lot of the fallback work has been fantastic. I mean, like, genuinely fantastic. I haven't been watching Scotland since the last Euros. I can understand that. Oh, someone has just subscribed. Well, thank you very much. If that goes down again, I swear to God. But, yeah, like, I can understand why people don't like watching Scotland, but I'll always watch them because, A, I love football, and B, I love my country, and C, it's just nice to support your team. But I can understand why people don't like watching it, because Clark's football's a bit boring to watch at the best of fucking times, let alone the worst, you know? The 5 at the back doesn't really appeal to many people, but in games like this, it's proven to work, and that's the surprising thing, because I was expecting Spain to do a lot more, and admittedly they have had about 15 minutes where they've been pretty good. But Scotland have definitely held their own, you know what I mean? Good pressure from McGinn as well, lovely stuff. It's out wide for a throw in. And there's a deflection, what are they going to do with that? Rodri. Good play in from their captain to be fair. Stole back, but oh, Spain get it back as well. They're going to go forward again. It seems like the final swing of the momentum pendulum's going their way for this half. Just punted away there, yeah. And eventually they just gather it back. Guy had to keep it. And then no. Good playing behind from Guy to be fair, but again, 4 or 5 Scotland bodies in the way say no, but apparently there's a foul. Because of course there is. I just realised there's a Spanish player on the floor holding a leg, and every time they do that they get given a foul for whatever reason. I don't even think that's a foul, to be fair. It's like after the ball's been like cleared. And they're whispering shit into the Scottish players' ear as they walk past. You can tell, man, it's very schoolyard stuff, I guess you would call this. Should be offside, but it's not been given. Spain have a chance to get the ball in at the back post, but Angus Gunn says, fuck you, and oh, Yossolo starts throwing a literal bitch fit on the... He's trying to claim there's a penalty call, but that's the second time you've hit the ground with no contact at all. Get a grip, mate. You are 34 years of age. Is he 34? He looks 34. Same about boxing. I can get that. It's annoying the way you do. Well, yeah, very much true, mate. Very much true. But it's good to have something like that, you know what I mean? If you have boxing that you can just kind of rely on and vibe. Oh, I don't like the fact that they're doing all the like God's work to kind of like make things interesting. But the thing is, Scotland are just doing what's necessary. Like whenever we're playing it out from the back, they're trying to kind of pinch it in. So in turn, Scotland are basically holding their line and banking out. You know what I mean? Like they're forcing as much problems as they can. And again, when stuff like this happens, You've got 4 or 5 Spanish players trying to hold out the line, but you've got 6 or 7 Scottish bodies constantly pressing. It's very unlucky. I wouldn't say boxing's alright. At least if you're not doing it like professionally and tearing your muscles apart, it's like a good sport to keep your fitness up. I used to do it when I was a kid, or like in my teens, I suppose, but... Oh, bounces around. Who's going to get to that one? Christie tries to get... Fuck's sake, the Spanish player goes down for like the millionth time. It's going to be a foul. Wowie. Oh, interesting. Ball out from the back. Guy has been caught out, but they managed to stifle themselves up. Your internet went. Yeah, see, I don't know what it is, but I feel like there's just an internet problem now. But there's still a bit of a minute left in this half. You're more than welcome to linger in chat now, mate. I'll try and get you back on Discord as soon as you're up and working again. Spain do break forward. Oh my god, Scotland! No, what a chance! What a chance that is! Off the break, Christie nearly fucking scores a belter. Oh, that was fucking beautiful. I'm not sure if that's actually Dykes or what, but he does. He chests it down so well and then goes for the little dink, and we really could have gone in it. Oh, we really could have gone in at half time to know that they're good, man. Jesus. Now fucking Spain come forward. Bounces around a little bit, deflects, it's all way over. And that should realistically be half time. It should realistically be half time now, it should be good. They look angry, and I love it. Oh, how you doing, Jordan? Nice to see you, man. McTominay's managed to... Yeah, that's half time. We've survived the first half. Somehow we have survived the first half. I do not know how, what, where or why, but boys, somehow at the end of it all, we're winning. I'm happy, pleased, life is good. I need to see if I can fix this fucking screen since it's like... Or is it just my camera that's doing this? I don't know if it's just my camera that's doing this. Like if I... Let me see if I can... I know it's probably going to freeze when I'm on this screen, but it should fix once I've... Is it fixed, or is it a little bit... Well, it's a little less laggy, but it's not bad. It is looking very good so far. We'll keep this little page up there now just to make sure everything's good as looking, but definitely, Stephen, we've been fantastic. I mean, McTominay has been really good over the course of the entire half, realistically, and I can't really complain. I think it is my camera, by the way. I'm going to need to like disconnect and plug it back in at some point, but I'm not sure if that would even work. Give me like a second, actually. I'll see if I can get it to do so, but I'll just keep talking shit in the background while I do that. So, aye, we've been really good. Like, Scotland could have done a lot worse. Spain could have done a lot better, but we've kind of rode both, like, consortiums of shit, basically. Like, Spain could have done a lot worse, admittedly. There we go, plug that back in. And we'll see if I can get this. She'll be currently staring at a static image of my shoulder or something, I'm presuming. So, deactivate it. And then we'll activate it again. Good evening. Oh my god, it died. We're getting there. We're getting there. There we go. That looks a lot better. I'm sure I think we've got it a little bit less awful. I just unplugged. It still looks like it's chopping and changing a little bit. But yeah, very good first half so far. Definitely no complaints. I'm going to presume this screen's still... Oh! It's not as bad! Let's go! I think I may have fixed the... Oh, right, okay, I think I may have fixed it to a degree. It still looks a little laggy, but nowhere near as bad. Definitely nowhere near as bad. I can deal with that. It's definitely a camera issue then. At least I know what it is. Big pog. We've also gained a sub that side. So thank you to whoever did that. Yeah, very good half indeed. Can't complain at that. I mean, what are actually the stats? Because I haven't even really looked, because I'm not sure. Yeah, it's kind of how you would have expected it to go, although the first like 15 minutes really caught me off guard, because we shouldn't have done as good as we did. And then we go out and score, and again, it's the only shot we've had on target, but that chance at the end of the half for Linden, man. If that went in, life would have been good. Life would have been nice. I need to know how we're still alive at half time. I wish it was a question I could answer, but my clock's just figured out. Basically, the best way I can describe it is that Spain's biggest point of weakness is in their defence. Scotland have realised that, and we're basically just kind of playing it out from that system. Like, every time they try and, like, break out, they're forced to go down the wings, because if they go in central, they've got a body of, like, wall, like a wall of 4 or 5, literally, because obviously you've got the 3 centre backs, but then you've got the 3 midfielders or the 2 midfielders, depending if they want to do the overarching runs. But no matter what, you've got that body or block of 5. So they're going to be forced to play out to the wings every time, and it's starting to frustrate them. And you can see it over the course of that half, by the way. You really could. They were falling over the ground at anything. Literally, like, it pissed me off, because it's like every single time that the referees will, like, they would be like, oh, Scotland player getting fouled? Nah. Spain player getting fouled? What do you mean? Called out instantaneously. It's like, bro. Play that shout, man. Play that shout. Can't believe we won and still think Spain have too much for us, but it's good to believe. See you for the pit game. That was very much true, mate. Like, at the end of the day, we're holding firm. We're not bottling it in any way, shape or form. I mean, like, again, it depends on how Spain come out this half. Because, again, if we come out and score a second, it's going to be impossible for them to get a win, because Scotland aren't just the type of team to do that. And again, I talked about it in the last game against Cyprus. Well, obviously, look, whenever we score first, we don't lose. Spain can score 2, which is why I said if we're going to get a result out of this game, it's going to be a 2-2 result. That's why I said that as my prediction. Because we will get a second if we keep doing what we're doing, but Spain will not miss those chances that they did in the first half. Like, the crossbar so far has done more for us than Angus Gunn has. But then again, I can't shut on Angus Gunn either, because he's just done the basics as a goalkeeper. So I just don't like how flimsy the Spanish team is. They seem to fall over at any conceivable opportunity, which is, again, it's fine. I suppose that's a tactic and how you're meant to do the sport, but you're at Scotland. You're not going to get away with that shit. I mean, if you try that, you'll just get decked even harder the next time, and I think they've realised that, because Josselou literally has tried to do it twice now, where he's dived in the box, and then the third time where he gets actually contact made. Like, he does get pulled, but it's definitely not like a shot pull, it's just like a move kind of push, and he goes down clutching it. Like, that would have been a claim for a penalty, but the referee wouldn't trust him, because he's already flopped to the ground twice before. That Pedro Porro, I was getting, singing him the high praises, like, oh, he's a baller, man. Proceeds to lie on the ground for 15 minutes after Robertson touches him. But we've had like 3 really good, solid opportunities to... Like, we could be 3-0 up when I'm thinking about it, because I was talking about the Lyndon Dykes chance at the end of the half, the little pop-up over the Spanish goalie, but then obviously the Christie chance as well. Like, the one that was like pinged across the post, that wasn't like the toe poke shot, as I called it, even though it's not really what I would call a toe poke shot. Well, they did, I'll just talk shit, fair enough. But it's interesting, it very much is interesting, because if we can keep going and doing what we're doing, there is a solid chance that we get out of this game with way more than I bargained for. Because again, as it stands, I'm not complaining, not at all. You're kidding me. The big thing for us is that we haven't conceded yet. We're the last team in the group to do so, so I suppose that's something we can smile about. I do appreciate the people that have popped in and stayed around this stream despite the lack of quality, should I say. I do apologise, like I said, I don't know why my camera's just being cringe, but I'm doing my best to make it work. But the second half will be getting underway in about like 2 or 3 minutes or so. Showing those Spain chances. That was the one big save Angus had to make, the shot from Porro for like 30 yards out. But as long as we keep ourselves going, it should be fine. It's just nice to see some old faces again. I'm surprised you came back, Lynx. Very nice. Very pug. I don't know if Flash will be joining us in Discord at any point, but if not, then he'll be in the chat if you want to talk to him. If he's still lingering in chat, I'm not sure what he's doing. But we'll be going back to the other screen in a few minutes once we have everything else working. I'm just going to go through and see if I can find that. Can't believe it's been nearly 4 years. Yeah, I mean, that makes you think, doesn't it? I hate that. Yeah, like, generally, it's been 3 years since we've caught up. Like, it does not feel normal. But then again, I would like to see us qualify out of this group. Like, if we somehow manage to top Spain and get into the Euros, like, we've popped off. Like, no one can argue with that if we do, you know what I mean? Like, that is an insane thing to be able to achieve. And again, obviously, like I said, even if we do beat Spain tonight, Scotland will make a problem of themselves. They'll make a mountain out of a molehill and probably draw against fucking Georgia, like, away from home. And in fact, who is our next game? I think it's Norway away from home and then at home against Georgia. I don't know if I've got that backwards. Allow me to shed some light on the subject. Qualifiers. Well, we can actually see what's happening in the other games as well. Wales are 1-0 up against Latvia, for those that are curious. Obviously, the other game in our group finished earlier on the day. Georgia drew with Norway. But Romania are 2-0 up against Belarus. I should probably go to this screen because it would have made way more sense to have just done this and saved myself a lot of problems. But when you look through that, you're like, yeah, I'd expect that, I'd expect that, I'd expect that, I'd expect that. What the fuck? What happened? But I'm very happy with this so far. Like, again, as long as we keep this up, then we've already given ourselves a huge buffer heading into the next few fixtures. And like, it's basically what Denmark did to us in the last qualifiers. If we managed to do it to Spain, it'd be fucking mental. It'd be scenes. It'd be absolute scenes. There's no other way you can really describe it, man. Because, like, again, I would understand it if Spain came into this game, started playing with high intensity, and they were potting off and doing all this shit, but they haven't been particularly good. They've done alright. I mean, I'm not going to sit there and say they've been, like, Cyprus levels are bad, because definitely not. I mean, they've had more chances, they've had a shit ton more of the ball, but anyone that knows a Spanish team knows that it's going to have at least 60% of the ball. It's their style. It's like tiki-taka, Mazzala specialist football. It's all that type of shit. Meanwhile, Scotland's approach is, if you have the ball, run forwards. If you do not have the ball, run backwards. That simple. And it's caught Spain out because Spain were expecting us to come out and do this, like, intricate, like, I imagine they would have expected us to do what we did in the last 15 minutes against Cyprus, like out the gate, where we kind of break out that 5 at the back and it's more of a 4 and you have Hickey more or less playing in as like an extra CDM rather than as a right wing back. But we've just held position. Like, Clark's made it clear, look, you can wander out but hold down those main lines and do not let them inside to stupid spaces, because if you do, it's going to cause problems. And again, I'm happy with it because we've not done anything that's considered shit so far. Basically, summarise first half, I'd probably give it like a, I don't know, a 6 out of 10, because we could have scored 2 more. which is the only downside to it, but we could have also conceded a hell of a lot more as well, so I'm not really too, you know, upset about it, if that makes sense. But yeah, Carvajal is on for Porro, and I think Inaki Williams is going to come on as well. They seem to be talking a lot about it, so that seems to be what they're doing. I'm curious to see what the actual game plan is here. Because it doesn't look like they're going to change formation or anything fancy like that, but I think kickoff's in like 2 minutes or so. Right, okay, second half should be live in less than a minute or so. You can hear the boys in full voice, and that's what we love to see. We've got 10 people in here for the start of the second half. Much appreciation to all of you. But the ball is out. Booga booga. Time to win. I would very much like to see us pop off. If we do, yes. If we don't, yasn't, I suppose. But yeah, Inaki and Carvajal are on. Pina and Porro are off. But Scotland do have it all to play for. We will have a lot of fucking pressure on us this half, but if we get across it, then we've made a statement in this group. Like in the game against Cyprus, I was sarcastically talking about us getting a fucking draw. There's a genuine chance that we pull this off. But we're going to get the second half underway very, very soon. It says live in the corner, I'm sure Google will fix that in a second. But McGregor's got it underway. And straight away Tierney punts it to Rosehead. Looks towards Christie, bounces around. Changing ref. Yeah, I think they might... I don't know, I'd presume an injury or something like that. Maybe he pulled a hammy. That's possible, they're entirely human. Guy has got it on the left hand side though. What's the play? Goes forward, skips it inside, and it's punted long. Carvajal has his first touches, so they've gone for a more experience down that right hand side, which definitely makes sense if they're looking to get back into this game quick. But this is when nerves start to kind of come in a little bit. Martinez tries to poke it in behind, it's just kind of stomped away. Gathered. Madridsman throws it forward, Carvajal to Inaki. Inaki tries to immediately poke it in behind, they'll try and play for a corner. He doesn't, he takes the ball and goes back towards Carvajal. What's the move? Out wide, Rodri. Punt from range, and I tell you what, that could have bounced anywhere. Bounces up in front of Angus, unfortunately for us, but inside a minute, Spain have put the first shot on target. Much different start to this half than the last one. It's basically more or less the same as what we left off. Quick switches down each sides, and Spain have the first swing of the momentum bell. McGunn's going to swing this one up the park from the goal, well, not from the goal kick, but from the collected ball. Dykes does really well to hold that one up, but he's under pressure from Gaia. And then Rodri, so Rodri just steps in, shakes it away. Martinez is going to spread it towards to Carvajal. What's the move? It goes forward. Rodri. Back to Carvajal, but that's a loose ball, and Lyndon Dykes follows it up with an even fucking looser one. Jesus Christ, Lyndon. I know you're meant to be like a target big man, but you do need to know how to use your legs at times, man. A good ball in behind there, and that was like a 2v1 situation where we could have fucking done something really good, but nonetheless, Carvajal. My mouth is drying out a little bit. Give me some of the liquid gold. Oh fuck, we've just got minced. McTominay's managed to get it back off the bounce stop. That should be a foul for us. It is a foul for us, big pog. Oh yeah, Flash is in chat. I presume your internet just... I don't know what it is, but my internet's appallingly performing like shit now as well. I presume that makes up for the lack of frames, but I have fixed like a lot of the bad shit anyway. It doesn't look awful. Just need to fix this a little bit. Spain do try and go forward, headed straight back by Hanley though, and we've got it. Christie does get past one, but he won't probably get to... The guy has wiped him out, actually. That's a fucking foul and a yellow card if I've ever seen one. Get it out. Get it out. Now. Beautiful hold-up play for London to get that initial ball through, and Christie just uses his bundles and tries to like play it in behind. It should be 3-0 Scotland. Yeah, it absolutely fucking should be. Christie's chance, and then obviously London's... chance at the end of the half as well. Kind of, again, at least one of them should have gone in. Like, if we were 2-0 up right now, I'd have a lot more confidence in this half of football, but as things stand, obviously, one goal, it's never comfortable, because it wasn't even comfortable against Cyprus. How the fuck do you think it would be comfortable against Spain? The initial press is definitely there. There wasn't really coming anything that one, unfortunately. And then my stream freezes, yay. There we go, fixed that. Yeah. Well, I missed the replay, but it went straight over the bar, so there was no real concern about it. Spain do have it from the back, though. It's not well comfortable, exactly that. You need at least 2 goals if you want to sit there and go, yeah, I'm fine with this, everything will work out and be pog. But it's never necessarily a guarantee in this sport. Like, you need a 2-goal deficit, you know what I mean? You know, what's that saying that they have in America about the NBA? It's like, you're most likely to lose a series if you're 2-0 to the good. Because you're too, you feel like you're too comfortable. Like, you don't need to worry, but reverse sweeps happen all the time in America for that very reason. But basketball isn't football. Football is a lot more just passion-based, so... anything can happen. Like I said, we've had a little bit of luck with our goal, but Spain, they'll throw everything at us, because if they get beaten, not even by England, but they're essentially what they would consider the wee brothers of Britain, they'd be fucking raging with that. So, and the opening 5 or 6 minutes of this half has basically been exactly that. They've just been do-do-do. I did say 2-2, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was so confident in it because that's what I thought, you know what I mean? Like, 2-2 seems to be realistic, but Tierney has done madness. Tierney has opened up space. Tierney, please. Run! Oh, he's got past him! Go! Place it! Across! Deflected, no! Ah! No fucking way! Scott McTominay again! You've got to be kidding me, you sexy Scouse bastard! Oh! What the fuck? Look at this scouring bastard prowl. Let's go, man! How the fuck did that work? More importantly, what a finish! Tierney does so well. We see that all the time in his days at Celtic, man. Just skips past his fucking mark. And from the dink off the back of the fucking... does it come off of Martinez or... it does, it comes off of... Oh no, it comes off the other one, sorry. And McTominay just on the half, well not even a half volley, the volley. He places it under. Boys, we are 2-0 to the good. I repeat, 2-0 to the good against Spain. I am the charm. I don't know what it is. Every time I stream, my team never lose. Holy fuck, Spain will have it all to play for now, man. Jesus Christ, McTominay has scored 4 goals in 2 games. He's a CDM. The man is a CDM. Let's go, man. Oh, that it is. No, that it is. Oh, I cannot get too carried away because, like I said, 2-0 is the minimum we needed to get something out this game. A third kills this game dead. Holy shit. Oh my god, we are breaking forward. Do not do this to my heart, Hickey. Oh, he tries to be a wee bit too clever with Porteous down that, well, McGinn down that. Oh, then there's just a needless push. Get raging, Spain. Get fucking raging. Get raging. Get angry. Get sad. Get fucking septic, man. I do not care. But we are based. We are a based football club. Boom. Oh, I wish I could hear audio. I wish I could have my audio on because I want to know what this crowd sounds like. It's so fucking irritating because I'd be joining in with them every step of the way, man. But they look in such fine voice. I absolutely love that. I was not expecting Scotland to come out of the gates and do what they did. I mean, I felt like shit the entire day in the build-up to this game, and it genuinely could happen. Like, McTominay hat-trick tonight. We're in dreamland. Just gearing a lot. If we get a third minute, we're going to be the fucking headline story of the night, boys. It's undoubtedly cemented at this point. Their goalkeeper is shit, by the way. 2 shots in target, 2 goals. That's what we call effective shooting. Tierney's cleared it away from the overlapping pass. I'm going to try and focus and give a bit of commentary. My apologies, but my heart is going. I love it. Every fucking throw-in's getting chanted and cheered, man. This is why we are the best nation on the planet, man. This is why we need to get back to a World Cup. I live in Spain, but without the S. Oh my god, McGinn still got it, please. How have you still got that? That should be a foul. Referee says no, because we're in, of course we are, we're Scotland. He's never going to give a foul against us. Deflected out towards Kepa and it's eventually just punted forward. Not fully gathered by them, and that is out for a Scotland throw in. Let's go. Kepa really has let himself down, I'll say that. And he has been really good at Chelsea too. That's genuinely the most surprising part of that. Maybe they should have had the hair in it. That's all I'm saying. We've got a literal fucking firearm in it and we're winning, so that's all they need, just buy a gun. Oh, why is this the tune that comes on right now? I love that. Oh, look at that. The fucking lights around the stadium and everything. Should place that down in there. We're potting off, boys. We are potting off. Ashbaz is in. McGinn. Please, good in swinger for this set piece, and we are on to fucking something, man. We are on to something. I'll lose my shit. McGinn. Oh my fucking god, it's spilled off. He kept his... I don't know if he spilled that onto the bar or if he just cleared it off the line, but that genuinely was about half an inch away from being fucking 3-0. Still might be. Bob deflects. Christie, fair play to the boy, keeps running, keeps the pressure on, but Spain do eventually gather and go. Carvajal panics and manages to get it back towards, I think, Martinez or Rodri. I think it's Rodri though, yeah it is. Good play from the Spanish though, just to kind of slow the play down. And they can slow the play down as much as they want, as long as it results in them staying the fuck away from her net. Anaki's got it on the right hand, so left hand side, sorry. plays it in. There's a lot of space for Spain. And it's bouncing and bouncing and bouncing and deflecting. How the fuck have we gotten away with that? Jesus Christ, man. Wait, no, you're Irish, aren't you? But fucking that game against Ireland was... that game against France, sorry, was really unlucky. Yeah, we got let off a belter there, man. Spain... It's like watching a game of FIFA when you know you're supposed to be losing, but you're somehow 2-0 up. You're just like, yes, life is good. As long as don't sit back with winning this. Exactly it, mate. This is what I wanted to see. Like I said it at the half-time show, quite literally. If we come out and do what's necessary and score a second, a lot of the pressure falls on Spain. Because the most they're getting out of this is a point, and I'm telling you that right now, they're not getting the win because they've been rocked. You can see it in their faces. They're not making clear-cut chances like they were against Norway, because against Norway they were potting off and making key chances every like 5 minutes on average. But they can't do that against Scotland because, simply put, there's too many defenders that have like fire in their eyes in front of their face. And the thing is, the one thing you don't do is piss a Scotsman off, and the Spanish spent the entire first half decking it and trying to get fake fouls the entire thing. So, Scott McTominay is pot him off. That's why I always say it, McTominay is a good player, he's just playing for the wrong team. You take a McTominay and put him in a Newcastle, watch him work. Oh my god, Linden! Does he keep that in play? Oh, I don't think he did. It's gonna be out for a goal kick, but I respect the fucking the hustle to try and get there. Oh, flower of Scotland. I love that, Jordan. Oh. When will we see a fucking thought? Oh. Let's go. Good play out from McGinn. He's managed to skip past one, skip past two, and he's... Oh, awkward. Chase, chase, chase. Tierney manages to just pop it away for a throw-in. Thank fuck for that. Vibes, vibes, vibes. It's all fine and dandy. Half an hour of this game to play, and we're safe. Just do not do a Denmark. They were in this position a few days ago and bottled it against, admittedly, a much shitter opponent, but football's a funny sport. But the fact we are winning is vibes. It's honestly vibes. I do not know how the fuck we've cheesed us, but it's utterly great to watch. We've been the better team. Spain have definitely had more chances, but we've been the much better team, at least as like a team unit. Spain are individuals. I think that's been their problem. They're trying to rely too heavy on certain players rather than like the team method as a whole. But Scotland are just defending in like 6s and 7s, and that's what you need to do against teams like Spain. You have to throw bodies in the way, and exactly like that, balls up. McTominay gets in front of one, it's bouncing around, Spain will try and gather it, it's still deflecting and awkward, and it's not really going to do anything, though it's eventually just kind of spindled wide. Then it freezes. Thank you, stream. Yeah, quick refresh. Please don't tell me I've missed a goal or something, I'd be fucking raging. Oh, no, it's how to play, that's fine. Vibes. I'll phone you when have you tried to phone me, Joel? I haven't seen him, but nonetheless, you're more than welcome to do so, mate. You're more than welcome to do so. Good initial press there. Spain are trying their hardest to basically find any leeway that they can, but it's impossible for them because realistically every time they try and go out through the back it's a little bit more difficult for them each time, because Scotland are waking up to their moves now. Like, for anyone that's watching the game alongside this one, it's very it's becoming a lot more difficult for them to break down those sides now. That's, oh, for fuck's sake, it's just froze again. That's all 30 seconds out of that one. Nice. Yeah, there we go. wondering how we're still winning. We just keep hush hush about it until it's full time and then we celebrate like banshees. That's the rule of thumb here. I do not know how the fuck we've cheesed this, but as long as we keep ourselves ahead, I do not care. Oh, there's a good ball in from an arcade. Deflect. He didn't know. Oh, that was not really gonna. Just no eye. Fucking knock the wood. I'll knock the wood fucking clean off its hinges to make sure Spain don't get back into this game. What you mean? No quarrels or problems at all, pal. I'll slap that shit straight off its hinges, no problem. Oh, great. That stream's frozen now. Well, we're playing as good as we can realistically, we just need to keep them phased out. Why? Can I just get the one that I'm fucking asking for, please? Thank you. I'll turn his waddle on a wee bit. Why is that the first thing I see when my screen stops freezing? I like how we're playing though. I can very much say that we've played way better, way above expectation. I thought we would, like I said, like 2-2 draw was best case scenario for me. I thought Spain would come out and play a lot harder than they have. But we have done everything that we've needed to do, on offence, on defence, and even in midfield at times. Like, don't get me wrong, Spain are passing the ball around us. They are the more completely dominant team. But we are masters at just kind of holding the lock off, so as long as we keep doing that, chances are we can actually get out of this with a clean sheet. At the very least, I hope Spain don't score until like the 89th minute or something, so that there's a little less oh shit, oh shit, oh shit with the final 15. But as long as we hold our shape and don't get dragged out into stupid areas, we're potting off. There's that ball in behind from Spain, though. Hacked out beautifully from us, man. Robertson's popping off. This team is good at its job. I love it. I think it was pulled up for offside anyway, to be fair. Spain have tried everything in the book and it's not quite working out for them, which is just scenes. Although Clark's talking, I think he's going to he'll probably make a change at some point soon, I'd imagine. Although the question is, who the fuck would you even bring on? Because everyone's been absolutely excellent tonight. Nice play up Dykes. Oh, if he won that header down, that could have turned into something very interesting, but it doesn't quite go where it needs to. That's just... Oh, Robertson's just screaming out instructions, as you would expect, to be honest. If there is a captain's performance, it would be from him, so I'm happy with the fact that we've played this as good as we've actually managed to do, but again, there's still a lot of time in this match, you know what I mean? There's still like 24 minutes as it stands. Doesn't really go anywhere though. Fuck's sake, man. Spain are just trying to shut down the channels out to the wings though. That seems to be like, again, if Spain are going to get back into this, they're going to need to cut down that play because a lot of the shit is coming out from those left into central kind of plays. Because again, Robertson and Tierney down that side, as usual, they've been absolutely fucking terrific. There is nothing else you can say except we've popped off. And been probably one of the best case scenarios to do so, but again, Spain are on the ball a lot more now. But my hope is that that's more or less just so that... Oh god, that's a really good ball in behind, that's awkward. Goes back towards Carvajal, yep, and they eventually just stopped playing it around the back again. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I didn't like the fact that that was a really good run from Inaki down that right hand side. If he decided to make that pass, then there was every opportunity. Well, there's a good claim from us. Go, go, go! Oh, fuck off. Well, there we go. That was another good opportunity for us. The ball's played up brilliantly down that side again. Just switching it from left to right, and of course the Spurs is trying to get into Dyke's face, and there's a yellow card immediately out. Although that was for Carvajal, I got the pushback. Yep. Spain are getting more and more frustrated, but the ball is out wide again. Carvajal and towards Inaki. Scotland again just shift bodies to cover the space, although they've got it inside. That's headed brilliantly away from Porteous. And again, just all of those bodies in blue that get in the way, that's another foul for us. We are fucking doing really good work at the back there. Christie did superb. Iglesias manages to obviously bundle him over. I didn't even notice, I think Joslo has been taking off. That's how little I've cared about his presence this game. Although Tierney has stayed down holding something. I don't know if he just took a hard knock, but I really hope he's not injured. Oh, he volleyed a stud. He basically just punted a nail. But each minute that ticks by is a minute closer to where we need to be. And that's all I care about. Angus points it forward. Where's this one going to land? Well, it doesn't really land with anyone, but eventually McGregor's the one that gets it under control. It goes back to Hickey, and Hickey straight back to Gunn. Gunn files it back into the exact spot that he was aiming at the first time, but no one's there on the run, so it's just going to go straight through to Kepa, and they'll be able to build from the back again. Although Kenny McLean, that's the change you're going to make in this scenario. Interesting. Very interesting, but Spain do have it on the left hand side. Are they going to play it back across? It is up and over. I think it's going to go out for a corner kick. Yeah, Hickey's lying on a tenant sponsorship now. He took a bit of soul onto the side of the face, he's holding it, but doesn't look too serious in fairness. Can you? For fuck's sake, Viaplay, can you stop freezing every 2 goddamn seconds for me, please? I know, man, it's not great, but I'd like to be able to see what's happening. Well, good play from the back from McGregor to be fair, but Spain are really doing everything in their power to hold that fucking left hand side down now. Like, they are playing for that fucking safe spot, to be fair. They've got it penciled on the left to try and keep it away from Tierney and Robertson, and oh, that's a really good ball. And it's an awkward header, but I think it bounces off the back end. I think either Hanley or Tierney, and it just rolls straight to Angus, who of course will take as much. Oh, there's a Spanish player in the net. That's kind of cringe. Gunn just smiles at him. Spain are trying every dirty tactic in the book, and it is not working for them. Punt it, Gunn. He does, fires it down the range. Hits his target as well. Beautiful ball in behind, and that's going to be offside on Dyke, surely. He does cross it anyway, just in case, but flag goes up now. Tierney still throws his body on the way of it, just to be sure, in case it was still in play, but offside it is. But McLean is warming up. The question is, who the fuck does he come off for? Number 11? You are kidding me. That better be for Spain and not us. I really hope that's for Spain and not us, but they do have it all on the right hand side. Carvajal doesn't opt to take the choice. Could go for Williams, but doesn't. Good play, but again, Scotland just hold their ground. They're holding their positions where they need to, and it's stolen back again by Hickey. Although he's given the ball away pretty stupidly. He tried to play a wee bit too clever of a pass. Ball's deflected. Spain will gather. It should be offside, but referees let it run for now. Deflects, and again, McGinn's just putting his body in the way of everything. That's going to be a foul on the edge of the D, though. Or the edge of the box, I should say. So they'll have a chance to swing it in and do something with us. I don't like that at all. Well, who's the fuck's just came up behind McLean there? Up forward they come. Set piece comes to nothing, bounces away. Good play from us though. We're keeping it up. We're keeping it up. That's all we need to do. Just keep getting it out of those spaces. It's out on the right hand side throw now. Although Tierney's hit the deck with a bit of sprain, I think. He's holding his shin. Oh, a lot of applause. Christie's coming off and deservedly earns the rest, I think. I just need to hope McLean can keep that same level of energy up, but chances are the boy can, because he would have been told by clock, if you fuck this for 2-0 up with 15 minutes left. It's always good just to have a fit body in the middle of the park to do the extra running for when the other ones can't. That's probably what McLean will be going in there to do, but Tierney has stayed kind of awkward. And he's going to be shimmied off the park. Fuck, I think we've lost Tierney. I don't know if he'll be allowed to just... Oh, he's applauding there. Off he comes. Got to have nothing but love and respect for that man's performance. Genuinely a fucking titan the day. Basically made the second goal with his run down that left hand side. Nothing but respect and love for him. Cooper's going to come in to replace him and hopefully just see the rest of the game out. It's a good physical body there. But there is a huge upset on the cards as long as we just keep doing what's necessary. I do not know how the fuck we've cheesed this, but it's a vibe. It's kind of sad to see Tierney come off at Hampden with an injury. It seems like every time he fucking plays here, he walks off with some form of problem. But Cooper's officially up and running, so Gunn, once again, will fire it down the range, or will he play it short? I'm not sure. Right now it's just showing me the back of the referee's head. And down the range it goes. Doesn't find the blue body, but doesn't really find the positive position for a red one either, but eventually it's spun out right to Carvajal. Good gather and go. Ball punted across towards Carvajal. Good takedown. There could be problems for Spain here if they don't stop pushing up the pitch, because again Scotland are just slowly inching those bodies forward. And that's exactly what they try and do. Good pass down the left. Oh, I really thought the winger would have tried to come back for that, but well, Gaia wasn't really the one to chase it. Exactly that, Flash, exactly that. Couldn't have put it better myself, Chief. I know I can't hear the game because I'm obviously through the PC, but what a fucking performance these boys have put in, man. If I was at Hampden Park, I'd be on my feet applauding them. They generally earned every bit of respect that they get the night if they do get across this line. Because this is a really good Spain side, and the fact that we've literally held them out for the better part of almost 80 minutes, we just need to keep doing that. Here comes Spain though, play it in central. Carvajal skips it past one, but it's eventually gathered in Linden. What a fucking touch, that's exactly what we needed. Long ball forward, there's a chase on now. Robertson committed his body forward there, which means they're probably going to try their best to get it down that side as fast as possible. which they do, but Robertson's back in position, so they've just gone back towards Rodri. Still goes down that flank to try and find something, but Cooper says no thank you and gets it clear. That's what we like to see. Nice. And eventually it's just back down towards Inaki. 1-2 between him and Carvajal. Played in behind, and that's good from Spain, but it's eventually shoveled down. It could be a corner kick, I think, to Spain, or it's a goal kick to Scotland. I think it's a goal kick to us, which will, again, I'll absolutely take. McCoist has already tweeted about how proud he feels about this. Yeah, even if we lose from here, the fact that we've genuinely not just like played against Spain and beat them, but outperformed them and done a lot of stuff so well today. They brought Gavi on, which is on it. I really thought they would have brought him on a lot earlier, but Ceballos is off, Gavi is on, so they're definitely going to have high octane pace. Yeah, it's definitely not over. And there's a bunch of awkward play going down that side again, and Spain eventually just try and force it clear, headed back up from Scotland, and eventually gathered by Rodri. Forward it will go probably. Who to? He just keeps running himself. Eventually squares it back across for the running defender, and there's a good chance here, but Carvajal isn't going to get to that pass, and Spain are just panicking off every loose touch now. You have to feel for them, because I think they've genuinely just been stun-locked. Because straight out of the gate in the first half, we score. Put them under pressure. Straight out of the gate in the second half, we score. Put them under pressure. They've basically been double-tapped, and it's so beautiful because, I mean, it's just cut to the Spanish fans in the crowd there. Imagine coming here and thinking, oh, you know, it's not England or even Wales. There's nothing to worry about. And then being 2-0 down and being outplayed. Like, yeah, possession doesn't mean shit in this game, realistically. Especially when you use it as fucking brilliantly as Clocksmen have tonight. Honestly, tactically we've got it spot on. I'm really surprised it's worked as well as it has, but there is still, like I said, 10 minutes for this game to change on its head, because of course Spain are that team. They can do this. But every minute that ticks by is a minute that my heart just gets a little less restless. But if we do lose, I will cry on stream. I will break down mentally and all that good jazz. But so far so good. So far so good. I'm not too fussed by it. It's back towards Spain on the edge of our half though. Spin out towards the number 3. What's he going to do? Stops to just return to sender. Ball in behind. Quick play, and it's a loose pass again. This time from their key boy. Every single one of those boys playing in blue tonight deserve a hell of a lot of love and respect. Fully earned the respect of at least the fucking national press. Feels like we've turned the tables on Spain for a change. Been a long time coming. Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing about it, is the fact that, again, like, Spain needed to come here and win. They knew that Scotland away from home will be the toughest game in our group, 100%. The same way in our head we'll be looking at Spain away as the hardest game in the group. But the fact that they're right here now and losing in real time means that there's always the chance that when we go over to Spain, wherever the fuck we decide to play, because Spain don't ever pick a stadium and stick with it, but regardless of where, if we go over there and get a result, whether it be a draw or a win, I'm not saying it's happening, because again, I don't know how our form will be going into it. But based on tonight's performance, we really can cause an upset. If we played like this in the Euros, man, even if we just played like this against Ukraine, we would have been in the World Cup, for fuck's sake. Mahiki's officially out, he's hit the deck, and most of the bodies are burning out now. Nathan Patterson's on for the position at right back, so ideally just see it out. That's all we need to do. See it out, be comfortable. McGinn's also been hustled off. Who's coming on for McGinn? I didn't even see you. 18 Ferguson, yeah. Is it Ferguson? I don't like it. It is Ferguson, yeah, right. Well, Ferguson's on for McGinn as well, so it's a much weaker Scotland side now, but a fitter Scotland side. Oh god, and every minute that ticks by is a minute closer to safety. My goodness gracious. Please, like, if you don't mind, please like and sub and all that good jazz. I haven't hanged it much, but I'd appreciate any extra support on the stream. That's a straight yellow off the bat. I suppose the lad that was in the back, he said, "No, mate, you need to go to VAR for that. You have to go to VAR for that. That's what it's used for." Like, he does not even care about the ball, man. He just literally goes in shoulders blazing. He's like, if Porteous was any fucking... If his head was any further down, that's a broken nose. I get into that wee prick, man. Break his goddamn ligaments in half. Come on. Robertson. A good ball in here. I don't disagree with you, Flash, but I don't think we're going to do anything with it, because the play's about to continue. Robertson. Headed clear. McGregor just nods it back into play. It is still awkward. It's still very much awkward, and Spain have managed to get a deal with it now. Fucking Martinez is down. McGinn's officially half and resting. Oh my god, man, we are not far away. We are not far away. Shit. Martinez. Yeah, the stream's become a lot less scuffed over time. I'm happy that I fixed the issue. Still a couple of frame drops and stuff, but nothing too bad. And like he's got it on the right hand side, what's he going to do with it? Skips past one, but can't even get it past the initial one. Robertson makes it clear, you're not getting past me. 5 minutes left, oh my god, man. Ball out. Carvajal tries to slice it in behind for the inside run there from Aspaz, but it's not going to go anywhere. And we can just take extra valuable seconds off the clock each second we take away. Is a second closer to a really big win. I thought 2-2. Once again, I'm correct about the amount of goals my team scores, but incorrect about the amount the away team scores. I know my own team at the very least. Gunn decks it when he clears it, fair enough. We'll call that a misfire. But it's played away. Spain are going to try and do something with it. Dykes wins it back off the initial play, but it's just going to be spun outside towards Patterson, who's actually going to get there first. Plays a lovely ball inside, but I don't think McTominay was aware of it. He is a wee bit fatigued at this point after all, but here comes a quick Spain counter. Gavi. Or Javi, however the fuck you pronounce it. I don't care enough to pronounce it. It's just Gavi for me. Gavin, if he's playing as bad as he is right now. Anaki's tried to get in front of Robertson again, and Robertson says no thank you, punts it into Rosie. Holy shit, we're getting there, we're getting there, we're getting there. Longest 5 minutes of my life, I fucking feel you there, brother. Spain go forward. Good play, but Scotland are putting bodies in the way. That's going to get out towards the left hand side though. It's definitely awkward. Oh, it's awkward again down that left hand side. Deflected away from Scotland. It's still inside our half though. But again, the formation is on lock. We are not letting them slip even slightly. I love this. Spain ball across again. Deflected off of Hanley and cleared away. Holy shit, man. I don't get why Patterson ducked that, because it made it really awkward for Hanley. I think Hanley was expecting to get a touch, but it just doesn't really bounce the right way. But Spain have been outclassed every step of the way, you know what I mean? Genuinely fucking insane. There's a corner kick for them here. Headed. Carvajal. Back out to Carvajal and Ake. Oh, Gavi, good feet for him to be fair. Shit, get it clear. Does get it clear. We'll take it. We'll take it, we'll take it. I really don't like how fucking high pressed up Spain are though. Well, because I love that flash. What's happening here then? Just a few minutes left in this game. I'm going to lose my shit, man. I think it's gone from the long ball. Rodri from the header, spun away, Hanley's under pressure, it's in behind, Inaki's on the chase, and there could be another one for Spain. Headed clear, headed back in, should be a foul for us. Buys us time, that's all we need. Or if when we need, I guess I should hear. When I learn to play a song, I'll try and learn a rap song, and I'll play that after a stream. But we've got a few minutes left and then I need time. Oh, my bones! My weary bones! Don't do this to me! Lyndon Dykes is off, he's the last change, deserves a pause, because again, he might not have been involved in the ways that you would think. But he's been fucking terrific, and Shankland will get a few minutes. It's nice to see an SPFL player get some minutes against a team like Spain, to be fair. You can just see the pride on everyone's face, man. This country needed a win like this, man. We really needed a win like this. What a takedown. That really could have gone anywhere. It's bouncing around. Spain can break forward. Doesn't quite go towards where it's awkward. I'll take this, yeah. You'll absolutely take this, Virtual. What a fucking victory we have put in so far, man. Still get the fuck the SFA in there. I'll allow it. You need to let off some steam. I understand. Out wide, number 3's got it. Spain are going to try again. Inaki Williams down the right hand side. He's just going to whip it in. There is a run at the back post, but Angus comes out and claims it. Gets a wee bit of a knock. I can't recall the last time I've seen a performance like this for us against a team of Spain's calibre. We're about to beat a top 10 ranked nation. What the fuck, man? Deflected and awkward. What a pushover that is. It's going to be a bounce out. Spain throw in though. We've got a few minutes. Added time to go, boys. 6 added minutes. Oh my goodness. Let's see what the problem is. Number 3's got it again. It's all stemming for that defender at the moment. I love that 2 attempts until I get 2 goals. Absolute shithousery. Let's see what happens from the ball back across. They're going to try again. Probably down that left hand side. Fucking mate, every one of us, anyone that represents Scotland in any way will be fucking thrilled with us. Anyone from Britain will be thrilled with this result. Here is Spain, no, good block. What a fucking good man you are, Hanley. Getting in the way again. Cooper throwing his body in the way as well. Every single one of these boys wants a clean sheet, and that tells you everything. They don't just want to win, they want to lock these motherfuckers clean out the gate. I love this side of Scotland. See, when we play like this, we can beat any fucking team on the planet. Minus the exception of maybe like France and... Oh, shouldn't speak too soon. Spain have it in the box, but it's cleared away again. Lovely stuff. Each minute... Oh, fuck, each minute is really starting to add up now. What's going to happen here? Ball back across. Carvajal tries to dink it in, but it's going to bounce out for Cooper, who just says nope. Heads it behind for a corner kick. We are about 2.5, 3.5 minutes away for safety. Fucking hell, man. Oh, flower of Scotland, When will we see your light? Get it away! He does. But fought and died for. Let's go. Your wee bit hill and glen and stood against him. You Spanish cunts. Proud Edward's army. Absolute vibes, man. We've been immaculate from start to finish, and I love every second of this, man. We've absolutely fucking popped off. Oh. Spain have been shook. Spain have been slapped silly. Whatever you want to say, we have done it. We've popped off once again. All we need to do is just basically stave it out for a few more minutes, but like I said, every minute that ticks by, my confidence grows. And now that we're in added time, I'm like, we've fucking done it somehow. Like, genuinely, that's everyone's reaction. Isn't like, oh, good win for us. It's like, what do you mean we won? The fuck do you mean Scotland beat Spain? What? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you 100% about that? I was like, well, the fucking score like says it right there, pup. Yes. Porteous has got it from the throw in at the edge. Oh, I love that. See when it cuts to like the wee kids smiling, like that's probably some kid's first experience seeing their team play, and they get to see them beat Spain. I've only had the privilege of watching Scotland play live once. That was at Celtic Park against Ireland a long time ago. But I'll always remember the goal. I'll do the fucking yas at full time. It's always a virtual guarantee. Once that full time whistle goes, you will see it first. The Glaciers can't really do much with that. My goodness gracious, we have... I do not believe this, man. Please like and subscribe, because this is very cool. I do not lose when I go live. Holy shit. Put me in a fucking fragrance and sell it, man, because I spit facts. Spain have it out from the back, though. They've got like a minute to try and salvage 2 goals. Isn't going to happen, but we'll try it anyway. Forward they come. Holy Christ, man. Absolutely love that, man. Carvajal. Once again, just shot out by a body in blue. We love that. Cooper has been solid as fuck since he's came on, by the way. He genuinely could have started this game over Tierney. He's been that comfortable since he's came on. It's just blended into it like the furniture in the fucking shittiest house on the planet, but what a house it is, man. McGregor, oh my fucking goodness, he's just rinsed another man out of his soul and grace and dignity and pride. Ball in behind, kill it dead! Oh, he nearly kills it dead! He nearly kills it dead! Oh, it could have been 3. Yellow card for scenes and vibes. We are fucking 10 seconds away, man! Please! Blow the whistle! Fuck off, Spain have it in the final third. They're being stretched out though. Panicking again. Yes! 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 Let's go! It's time. It is time. It is time. It is time. I just lost something off the edge of that desk. I don't care. Gentlemen. Yes! Let's fucking go! Victory. Woo! Happy fucking days, that man. Happy fucking days. This generation has something to look forward to, man, for fucking once. In my 22 years of living on this earth, I have never seen a more convincing display against a top team like that. We've played against Germany and lost, but still put in some shifts. We've drawn against England and given this nation some hell of a lot of pride, but that right there, man, that right there, that tells you everything you need to know about what direction this club, this nation is going in general. Because holy fuck did we hard graft that. I'm generally trying not to get emotional. I want to tear up, man. But we earned that. We absolutely fucking earned that. I could not be prouder. For once, it's not a train spotting quote, boys. It's not shite to be Scottish after all. Fucking brilliant, man. Oh, I'm so pleased. I am actually so pleased. Scenes, boys. Scenes. I'm so fucking happy. Genuinely, I'm... How did I even... How did I even break that out? Flash, you wanting in the Discord call, pal? You wanting in the Discord, pal? Because I have a feeling you have words to say, but I'm not quite sure. If you're still in chat, let me know, because I need you in for the full-time thing, because I don't think I can do this myself, man. I'm like inches away from breakdown. We've done so well, man. We have done so well. I didn't even show the table. How dare me not show the table? That is disgraceful, Callum. Get it in. Yes, look at that. The goal difference as well, by the way, man. We're fucking swinging at them. Yes. Spain or shite. Take away the S. And it's just pain. Yes. Get it up them. That's what you get the first sleep meal at 2 in the afternoon. Hard fucking earned that, man. Hard fucking earned. Oh, Shuttle, how you doing? I presume you've been looking for most of the stream, but...
Na 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 na.
How you doing? Holy shit, brother. We have just done something fucking nutty. Absolutely.
Did you see that stat I gave you? The last time we beat Spain at Hampden was 39 fucking years ago, and then it's 0, baby.
I don't know what it is, but I always know how many goals my team is going to score. I just don't know how the opponent's going to play. In Spain, they really let themselves down because they needed to win the night. Because if we go to Spain and even draw, every other game is basically ours now, because Georgia and Norway are going to look at us and be like, they just shut out Spain.
We'll be coming. We'll be coming. We'll be coming down the road. When you hear the noise of the Tottenham boys, we'll be coming down the road.
I could not be more pleased with that, honestly. Like, every single aspect of that performance, we start to
When that second goal went in, I had people at my back, like my full neighbourhood, saying that.
Honestly, like, see when I was like fixing my like headphones at half time, like I could hear my neighbours upstairs talking because they're having a party
All the
above me.
people I know, not one, but two. Scott
wait 2 seconds, it's got even better because my other pals just fucking phoned me.
Mate, can I just say that? Not one,
Let's
but two.
go! Let's go! Jordan, say hello. Say hello, big man. What a fucking victory that is for us, boy, oh man. What a... I can hear you, mate, I can hear you. We performed fucking extra today. Oh, you can't hear me? Shut, hold on. Why can't you hear me? That should fix it. Hello?
There we go.
Well, I have to plug in my headphone and then unplug it. Let's go, man. Oh, exactly, that, mate, honestly, I'm actually sitting here in disbelief. Like, before I went live, I'm like, yeah, I mean, if we win Big Pog, we'll be fucking fantastic, and then we just all of a sudden pop. Like, Scott McTominay, what did that man have? They must not have good fucking, like, oats down in England or something, man, because he's a different beast when he plays for us every single time, man. He just pops after. Like, Man United will be looking at him like, why can't you do that for us? It's like, because you're not Scotland. So, simply put, man, we outclassed them in every way, sense of the word, man. Like, I could not be more fucking pleased with that. Like, I'm still live, by the way, so you know. Good victory, mate, good victory. I'll give you like a bell later on or something. Oh, fucking pleased with that. But honestly, I'm in disbelief at that. But we're 3 points ahead of 3 points ahead of Spain. They're living in Spain minus the S. We love that shit, man. Absolute fuck. Oh. Likewise, you enjoy the rest of your night, man. Fucking scenes. That's one. Oh, I love that, love. I fucking love that, but aye, like, honestly, but how would you even give man of the match today? Yeah.
Yeah. Look in your Discord. You love my background right now.
Just the fucking waving flag, no shot.
Yo, do you see what I'm wearing as well? Do you see what I'm wearing as well?
Fucking all blue. I'm repping Juventus today for some reason, but it's the same.
I've got the blue tartan out as well, mate.
Oh, who would you give man of the match to in that scenario though? Like realistically,
I don't know, McTominay got the 2 goals, but you could pick from any one of those like 11 boys or even our bench that came on.
yeah. I mean, at half time, my biggest concern was that we didn't see a lot of Angus Gunn. He came big in the setting half, man. He was there.
How the fuck did both the goals go to Scott McTominay of all people as well?
He just has a knack for showing up, man. Like, see when he scored against Cyprus, I'm like, that was very similar to the shit that he did against Israel. You know what I mean? He just shows up at the back post and does wacky shit. And this time he just makes a delayed run and popped at bottom corner like it meant nothing. I was just like, what the fuck is this? I'm still in genuine disbelief. Anyone that's still on stream, I'll run you through the rest of the qualifiers really quickly. But Wales did indeed hold out against Latvia. It was a little bit more comfortable for them, but 1-0, Kiefer Moore, 41st minute. Can't argue with that. Romania didn't score any in the second half, although Belarus did pull one back, although that game ended 2-1. Switzerland continue their fine form, 3-0 win over Israel, and Israel have lost 2 in the bounce now. They're not looking to be any better than they thought. Turkey couldn't hold out against Croatia, which is unfortunate, but then again, you can't really argue with it. Croatia are a very good side. They're a top 10 nation for a reason, realistically. Kosovo drew with Andorra, and then easily the result of the fucking entire week. This is a result that people will talk about for a long time because again, 75% of the ball, but they couldn't do anything with it, and that shows how good Clark's system is. I thought that when I'm again we were talking about it last stream, what Clark's tactics would be for Spain. I did not expect him to be that attack. I thought he would sit back, see what he did after the first goal where we sat in for 20 minutes and Spain really came into the game and that was their real period of domination. That's the type of Scotland I was expecting, the very defensive and very oh, do we go out, do we not? In the second half they just went, do you know what? Why don't we just get into these fuckers since they're irritating us? And everyone just unanimously went, aye. Everyone out in full fucking force, caused as many problems as they could, and realistically, McTominay, once he put that second one in, Spain genuinely just locked up because they didn't expect it. They were thinking, alright, well, they've had their moment, they've had that little bit of, momentum for the first half, just stifle it in the second. That's what the Spanish manager would have been saying. But instead, what happened was Clark got in at half time and went, boys, we should be 3-0 up. What the fuck? Put another one in the net and make this game a hell of a lot more comfortable. And we did exactly that. Because even then, 2-0 the score ended. But this game could have ended 4-2 or 3-0 or you could take your pick of what scoreline that game could have ended. But the fact of the matter is we managed to get across the line and I could not be more fucking pleased for us, man, because we deserved it. We utterly deserved it.
This is the final whistle when I just all my relief just came out my body with a big yes. And I was just like, what a win, boys. What a win, boys. Almost greeting, mate. Almost greeting.
I bet you wish you streamed that on Twitch now, man. My God, honestly, I'm buzzing. Because again, this stream did a lot better than...
At the same time, I'm kind of okay that I didn't stream on Twitch because my internet was being iffy, but still.
Yeah, true, to be fair. Mine seemed to have picked up as the stream went on. My camera hasn't been as bad in the second half, which I'm happy about. I literally just unplugged it and plugged it back in, all of a sudden everything worked fine again. So... Holy
crap, I feel like playing Imagine Dragons or something, because I'm on top of the world.
Oh my God. Genuinely, there is a lot of... I
feel so fucking happy right now.
There is a lot of things you can take for that performance. I mean, from the aspects of the substitutions, fair fucking play, Cooper. That boy came on and just held down the fort. He just didn't... he was the polar opposite of what Tierney did. Tierney used that space. This is what
Kakazine was saying to all you fucking haters, if any haters on here as well. Possession doesn't fucking win you football games.
No, it's what you do with that possession that matters. I mean, see, when I look at this scoreline, do you want to know what I'm kind of seeing in the back of my head, even though it's not really the same type of game
The
because we
thing
were the
is,
better
though, the
team?
position doesn't even reflect it because we were fucking better in like every aspect.
And to be fair, about 80% of the game was spent with them rolling around after they got fouled, so of course they'd have a lot more of the fucking ball.
Although, 2 talking points.
Hmm.
DeAndre Robertson, how is that booking?
I think the referee fucked up a few times a day, in my opinion. Like, I mean, that Robertson
That's-
one, you can understand it.
First of all, that was the first ref. It's 2 refs, remember. That's another talking point.
Aye, and the second ref came on and made it even harder for us to win, man. Like,
In the second ref, I'm sorry, how is that not a fucking red card?
honestly, I don't know how Spaz managed to stay on the clock after that, but again, when you look at it as an overarch, it would have been a lot easier for Spain to go down to 10
Like, you're
because
2-0
then they
down,
could have used it as an
you're
excuse.
2-0 down and you're maybe one of the best nations in the world, I get, but how the fucking any world is that not a red card?
Basically, yeah. But again, those ones happen, and I mean, Dykes did have that kind of elbow on not Rodri, but the other midfielder, my brain went blank, Ceballos in the first half. Like, he went up and elbowed him, and it wasn't like really looked at or anything like that. So you can let those ones kind of go, but the red card shout definitely not, because he was not getting to the ball. Like, he was already in the air heading it away, and Spaz was just taking off the ground. There was only the intent to play the man there, and it led it with his shoulder, so it's an obvious chance of harm. So in my head, they should have really, that would have been the one call I would have been like, what the fuck? They should have VAR'd it at the very least if the referee was unsure, but they stood like dicks for 2 minutes and then just went, play on. Yellow card. Like, no, it was definitely a lot more than a yellow card offence. But again, we're talking about the negatives when there was so much more positives to this, because again, there wasn't a single player from front to back. I mean, Christie is a player that has on and off days, but he was on it today, man. Like, he was everywhere. Tierney, that run for the second goal, holy fucking shit. That just reminded me, do you remember the run in the Champions League against Anderlecht? Yep. It's a carbon copy of that type of like run and play, because he baits fucking Carvajal in, or was it Porro that was on it? It was Porro, wasn't it? Like, he baits Porro in so easily and then just switches so quick. And that's the cool thing about Clark's system, is that, yeah, it's 5 at the back, but it's like an adaptable 5, because either Robertson or Tierney can run up the left side, and Porteous, he was playing at right back at times because Hickey was that far forward. But that again makes sense, because McTominay would just drop in, and then Christie would drop into midfield, so McTominay would then replace that 5 at the back, and Hickey would basically just take his spot, and then they would continuously rotate. Like, see, watching the movement of that team during that game, it was like watching Brazil's tactics at times, because it was like, hold your ground, don't let anyone into the space that you want to control, and when you get that ball, that's the only place you can go. If you only have one option, there's only one thing to do, and that's what Scotland did so well today, because Spain would get into all of these open spaces and then panic, because they're like, right, who'd I aim for? There's way too many open routes. But the second that ball goes into the air, Scotland start moving. Like, every single defender was immediately marking their man, like putting pressure on them, forcing issues, trying to cause problems, and eventually Spain got frustrated by it and started diving to try and buy themselves fouls. But it didn't work, because again, Scotland we're not a physically aggressive team, we're a high pressing team with a very weird formation, which makes it hard for any counter-attacking team, which is what Spain essentially boils down to. They like to sweep.
Yeah, exactly.
So Scotland basically just exploited all of the good parts of Spain's game for what it can be exploited as. And again, we showed the entire world tonight basically what Scotland can do if we hold our fort. See, if we play every game from now to the end of the Euro, like qualifiers like that, we're not really even worried. Like, I can see us maybe dropping a stupid point against Norway or something, but besides that,
if we keep playing like that consistently, we're going to be even though we've not got like the quality players with the on paper to against like the likes of other countries, with the thing we have got is a great fucking team spirit. Probably one of the best.
Because I think Spain's problem is the fact that they've got a lot of youngsters, so their team's more individual.
And when you've got a great team spirit plus the fortress of the crowd in Hampden and us, then we'll be a team that no one will want to come to Hampden and verse.
Basically, that's what it boils down to. And again, the way that we played tonight really shows a lot about how we play, not just as a defensive unit, because again, a lot of pressure was put on the defence. They didn't look that stressed out. Like, there were one or two moments, like I said, in the first half, like Yossolu's header and that really good effort from Poro, like that one that Angus had to tip. But in the second half, most of the chances were like scuffed, loose balls, essentially, that came off of deflected efforts. But Scotland, every chance we created was a clear cut, like, holy shit, hit it kind of moment, which was basically what McTominay's second goal came down to, and even in essence his first, because it just came from getting to the right spot, and as soon as you see there's an opening, fire at it and hope for the best. And in the first goal, it takes a deflection, but you have to have those moments of luck if you're going to win a game like this. And Scotland took full advantage. It was the only shot we had in target for the entire first half, and then we walk out in the second and just do the same again. It basically came down to, if you're going to make a chance, make it quality. Spain just kind of hit the ball in and hoped. They weren't looking for anyone, like they weren't trying to get Joselu to stand a man down like we were doing with Dykes. And obviously Dykes is just a master at winning balls, like he is an aerial god. But if we had Che Adams in the other night, the system wouldn't have worked, because Che's a smaller player, he's less physical, and he doesn't run off the ball as much as he does on it. So Linden literally fit the system so well tonight, and I'm happy that he played his part, because a lot of people will be like, oh, he's a striker and he didn't score. Like, why don't our strikers score? But he played a huge role, and that's the thing about this Scotland side, is that every single level of the team builds up to the goal. It's not just one player going, fuck it, I'll carry it on my shoulders like John McGinn was doing a few years ago, when he was basically scoring like 80% of the team goals. They're coming from different areas now, and admittedly, McTominay scored 4 of them, but he's only there because of the way that our system's built up to play and the type of players that we use. Because obviously, I'll be the first to admit it, I looked at the lineups and went, Spain have a stronger unit, but there's a chance. That's why I went with a draw, because I thought Spain would be a lot more attackive.
It's so crazy that because the stat says before this game, obviously the last one at Hampden against Spain was 39 years ago. That's 1984, mate. Like, are you fucking serious?
That was a year after my mum was born, so she would have
Holy
literally
shit.
barely remembered it. Like, well, no, my mum would have been three,
No.
yeah,
But still.
3 or 4 years old, so but it still fucking tells you everything you need to know about how long it's been since we've beaten like a top caliber team. Like, we beat teams that are quite good, like your Serbias and your Croatias and all that. We've had good results against teams like that in the past, but whenever we go up against big teams, it's usually like a well played Scotland kind of scenario, because we either draw it or lose it, but we lose it in a pure like, oh, at least they fight, like they fought for it kind of thing. But tonight we literally,
I'll be a need the toilet.
no problem. But tonight we basically just played out for the back and made sure everything was fine, and I'm more than fucking pleased with that. Can't complain at all. So good vibes. I'll just give this a little refresh to make sure we haven't missed anyone, but I'm pretty sure it's going to stay the same. That's completely fine. We'll wait for Flash to get back up, and then we'll round up some thoughts. But for anyone that's in chat and that feels like they had any questions, you're more than welcome to throw them in. Also, hello to the few people that have just popped in there. Hi, hello. Are you happy with the result, boys? Can't believe that, man. The streak of streaming and winning continues. I'm very pleased about this. Very pleased indeed. Go to this screen for now, and so just need to check some things. Just checking to see when the next Celtic game is, so I can use the stream time. 2nd of April. So that's when I'm next live. That will be on Sunday. So make a note in your diaries if you're interested in joining me for that one, and then obviously the Old Firm on the 8th as well. I'm at the dentist's in between for some tooth work, so I might sound a wee bit scuffed come the Old Firm. But that's about the extent of it really. But yeah, That's there it's there. That'll be the next game that I'm live for. But this was the game that I was just live for, so very pleased at that. Genuinely baffled how we won that with 25% possession. Oh, we're quite good, aren't we, fellas? Got to admit. Just waiting to see what Flash is doing. He's just vibing. Although, people in chat, see while Flash is away, would you mind going over to his Twitch and following him if you haven't already? He's been having a bit of a bad day, so if you're not going to sub to me, which is completely fine, because like I said, this is bonus content, go and follow him. It'd mean a lot, thank you. Always like to try and do people solids and stuff. No questions yet. That's just, again, totally fine. That's fair enough. But again, my pick for man of the match would probably be McTominay. Like, it'd be hard to go against it because, again, 2 goals against Spain, you can't argue with that. Any fucking player, even if you play for France, if you score twice against Spain, you're usually a man of the match. So, McGregor, as much as I love him, he was brilliant today, but you'd give it to McTominay, you'd give it to anyone else. But there's Flash's link down there, so please. He's at a 3-2-2 right now, as far as I'm aware, so any extra help you can give the boy would be appreciated. But yeah, I mean, we did what was necessary, performed to the aspects that we know we're capable of, and I can go back to my regularly scheduled streaming eventually, well, once the second kicks back, because we're not back in European qualifiers until I think June, which is against Norway away from home. In fact, can I check to be 100% sure? Yeah, away from home against us, it's June 17th of June. So not until the end of until the end of the season, basically, which is again more than fine. But it teases up nicely because a lot of the games, again, if we get a point or one there, we're fine. If we should beat Georgia, but of course they do have the ability to cause a surprise because, like I said, they managed to draw earlier on against Norway, so they have every capability of causing problems as well. And obviously Cyprus, I would expect us to beat Cyprus. That's the crunch tie. If we're still like unbeaten or if we've won every game until that point, that's the one that's going to cause problems. Because obviously I don't see us winning in Spain, but if we get a point or something opens up, then obviously away to Georgia, that could be again a problem. Like, there's no easy games besides arguably Cyprus. Any game you can drop points in, that's the thing about this group. So the fact that we've started off, like I said, with the 6 from 6, 2 very tricky different fixtures against 2 very different tricky sides. Cyprus didn't do what they were necessarily supposed to, and Spain just didn't turn up, I guess would be the term, but we took full advantage and made it work. So I'm more than fucking pleased about that. I am absolutely buzzing with every aspect of that performance. I think Flash might have died in his toilet. Do you think the man might have passed out or some shit? But you're more than welcome to throw hello. You're more than welcome to throw questions in chat.
You don't want to know what happened.
Oh, one of those. Oh. Wait. Holy fuck. Hey! Channel milestone hat. Let's go. Gentlemen, for those that are on stream, 50,000 views. Thank you. Very cool. I started streaming in September. 50,000 channel views in that time is
Did
insane.
anything unfortunate happen to you the day before the game?
A lot of shit, unfortunately. I don't
I
want
was
to go.
playing. I was playing darts, right?
See,
And I had an unfortunate bounce it. I was doing my practice routine, which was like trebles from treble 20 because it's the most common one you go from. It was a different one, so you go from treble 20 and then downward, mate.
aye.
I got to the 19. I just got on the free, and then obviously I had to try and hit the 19 again. But deflected off the dart, hit the wire, bounced it, hit my left thumb, and like cut a bit of fucking skin off it.
Ah.
Really sore.
I mean, to be fair, I haven't played much darts over the last few days or whatever. Like, I mean, for me, it's been more or less like, again, I spent most of the day trying to fix my technical issues.
I don't know if you
and
can
that
see this,
failed.
but I don't know if you can see this, but it's like right there.
Hold on, I need to go into Discord. Oh yeah, I've done that a fair few times.
Can you see that?
That's a skiff and a half, to be fair. For anyone that...
Stings like a bastard.
But yeah, I think there's a lot of positives that we can take for today's game, but I'll probably need to wrap up this stream relatively soon. So if anyone has any questions...
I don't think I've got any more for us because I've give like the whole team praise. What more can you ask them? We just spent Spain fucking doing nothing.
No, like just questions in general. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, for future games and stuff like that, obviously we've covered all the stuff that's happened tonight because we've popped off. Obviously, you can't say anything more than A
Oh wait,
plus
so the
or
next time I
S
get a
tier.
girlfriend. Oh wait, so the next time I get a girlfriend, who's the one that I'll have to fuck her? I don't know. You tell me.
Huh?
I guess I don't know. I'm just a high right now.
Are you a cuck? What is this? What is this shit? Right, hold on, I need to pull up Spotify because I need the outro song. We'll be wrapping this up soon, but I'll let this music bit play out first. I'll have a longer stream tonight, I suppose, but it's not too long. It'll be like an extra 15 minutes of that. But again, I think that it deserves the extra little bit of time. But for anyone that's still on chat, I'll be live again on the 2nd of April for Celtic games. That's why up there is green and white, because I'm a predominantly Celtic fan. So if you like Celtic stuff, cool. But I'll be, again, any sub goals that we hit down the line, I'll be doing stuff like this. Not just necessarily Scotland games, but like Premier League stuff as well, Serie A stuff, basically whatever the fuck you want me to cover. Even if it's a game from Trinidad and Tobago, if there's enough demand for it, I'll do it.
You've got fucking Juve top on right now.
I don't know, I mean, case in point, and so I do watch football for a lot of different leagues, so I'll admittedly I only bought this Juventus shirt because it's very nice. It's the gold that I like, to be fair. The gold is very clean.
Yeah, money grabbing bastard. No, I'm kidding.
No, I mean, I have, what's it called? Not Lecce, but Bologna. I have one of the shirts in my mother's. No, not my mother's, but my dad's, I'm sure. It's somewhere, but I've had like a few different ones. Like the first ever shirt I had was like an Arsenal one, even though I don't support them. But
The first ever shirt you had was like a what?
it was like a Arsenal shirt that was like given to me. It had like Henry's name on the back of it. It was like the 02 one for like I think it was 03 or 04.
Oh, the Invincible season. Nice.
I don't know what happened to that shirt. I'd really like to know actually, but to be quite frank, it's been like 7-8 years since I've seen that shirt, so I wouldn't be able to tell anyone. But
Yeah, well, after the O2 sponsor, they went to Emirates and we got Hampden.
yeah, true actually.
The O2 shirts are iconic for Arsenal fans.
If I asked my mum about it, she'd be like, "Oh, I probably gave it away to like a charity shop because that's what she usually used to do. Like she would just hand shit that never fit us away." So chances of that thing.
That's not what my mum's done. Every single Celtic shirt, every single Celtic shirt, she's like kept the wall and said, "Oh, look at the size of this, now this."
I've kept most of the like Celtic shots I've had, but I'm going to have to mute myself on that quickly so I can wrap up this streaming stuff. So I'll be like 2 or 3 minutes. Okay.
Mhm.
Boop. And Okay. Well, gentlemen, for those of you not still lingering around, thank you for doing so. Very much appreciated. Very pog, very nice, very cool. Now you have to wear that UV shot the next time Scotland plays. I'll make a note of it. It's now tradition. If it's not the actual Scotland shot, UV shot it is, at least for the big games. Next time we play away against Spain, I'll make sure to, I'll make damn well sure that we're wearing it. But I need to get prepared to boost because there is not much left to cover. However, I do appreciate all your time and support and all that good jazz. But, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching, thank you for coming along, thank you for all the love and support on the stream, very much like it. We cracked 50,000 views, so very nice, very cool. I'm going to boost and I'm going to sleep like a log tonight, man. What a fucking dream day this has been. Scotland out on top again. We cannot argue with that, cannot even say anything bad about it, but we are officially one of the best goddamn nations on this earth in terms of form. Let's go. We are back, baby. We are back. But, yeah. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming along. Thank you for all that good jazz. Hope you have a nice night. Scotland are the best team or nation in the world. Catchies.